Yes, after a big holiday weekend and week, we're back live. It's Tuesday. And don't ask me the date. It's Tuesday in September. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's great to be here with you live.
Hey now.
Man.
Hey now.
Getting out of bed is rough. The thing I like about vacation is that...
It's not fun when you're at a thing like this.
Right.
And now you'll do this on a show and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun, you know?
The thing I like about vacation is you get to stay up late at night.
Right.
But for me, late at night is 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you're not going to get past that anyway.
No, I fall right asleep like a baby.
The eyes start to close.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm all groggy and crap. But, yeah, it was a very restful week. I took it easy. I mellowed out. I relaxed a little.
How many ways are you going to say you slept?
I know. Don't I look terrific? Do I look good or what?
I can hardly see you.
Yes. Well, that's why I look at... Thank you. Thank you, Gilbert. Yes.
Sure.
By the way, here today, Robin, in addition to me, you, and Fred, it's Craig Gass sitting in. Hello. It's great to see Craig Gass, who just blew his nose while I was eating breakfast, and I wanted to throw up.
Ooh.
If I throw up, you'll know.
Good morning.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
And a bunch of other things will be going on today. We got some hot lesbo stories from a Playboy Playmate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, things like this to get the show going.
Get you back to work.
Get us back to work. In fact, while we were gone, I heard that the Canadian government is after us again. They say and that the show is horrible. I don't have any articles. Maybe Gary has a few, or someone could fax us.
I did see a headline or something, but I didn't know. I don't even know where I was when I saw it. Could have been in Europe.
Did you? Oh, you were in Europe.
Yeah.
Look at you. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
You know, I'm a world traveler.
When did you go?
When we were on vacation.
No, but I mean, what day did you leave?
I left on the Friday.
Oh, no kidding. Where'd you go in Europe?
I went to France and London.
Wow. Where in France?
Paris. Gay Paris.
Yeah. And when did you get back?
Thursday.
Oh, that's a short visit.
Well, you know, we have short vacations.
Man, that's like a couple of days.
And I like to reacclimate.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think I read in the New York Times that there was a black person in Europe. That must have been you.
There's plenty of black people.
Are there really? I never see him.
It was really funny because Mr. X, you know, when we were in London, he says, you know, I really can't get used to these black guys with these accents.
Yeah, it's not fun. It is weird seeing black guys with British accents.
Acting proper.
Yeah, acting proper.
Hello.
Hello, baby.
I will not, Roddy. It will not be a fight.
Now, when, all right, anyway, so... Where was I?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so there was a thing in the newspaper while we were away that I would be a great boyfriend to Nicole Kidman.
I saw that yesterday.
Because I'm the right height. She's looking for a tall guy. She's going everywhere she can to diss Tom Cruise.
The only reason she wants press.
What is it? I mean, like she's a good-looking woman. She's certainly going to have no shortage of men. Why does this broad have to go around bad-mouthing Tom Cruise?
I've always heard that in every divorce, one person wants it and another person doesn't.
Yeah, well, that's probably true.
So the person who doesn't then has to exact pain on the other person.
Yeah. It's just like, grow up. How old are you?
Isn't it embarrassing? I mean, you know,
I'm embarrassed for her.
You were married to this man. There must have been something good about him. You were trying to live the rest of your life with him.
Yeah, how about saying, I had Tom Cruise, I lost him, Every woman wants him. I lost him.
I had him at his best.
I'm completely, I'm completely distraught over it. But to sit there and goof on the dude's height, I mean, hey, you married him,
That's
stupid.
Right. What were you thinking when you married him if he was too short?
So now I got to go out with her.
Well, you poor thing.
Yeah. So now I got to sit with that mental case.
You're going to have to help her get over Tom Cruise.
Yeah. And after I bang her a few hundred times, she's going to go in the newspaper and say, I'm going back to short men.
I hate tall men.
I'm sick of these tall freaks with their big nose and flabby cellulite-ridden ass.
I don't like wearing high heels. I want a short man.
Speaking of cellulite-ridden ass,
What?
I was watching TV, and I said to myself, I haven't watched MTV in a long time, and I like MTV. I tune it in, and they're running a Fakakta special again. I guess they're getting ready for the MTV Music Awards.
Yes, it's coming up this Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday, and what they do is they have a show they run every year where Joel Gallen talks about me being Fart Man. And then they interview me, and they show my ass from when I was Fart Man, and it's friggin' huge and gross.
Well, this is why, people say that you should never do certain things. And this is why, because they'll come back to haunt you over and over and over.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, all of a sudden, I happen to tune, I haven't tuned to MTV in months, maybe a year. All of a sudden, I tune over, it's me, and all they talk about is fart man.
Your giant...
My giant ass. And my ass looks horrible. And, I want to say to people, my ass is in a lot better shape. It's not great, but it's in better shape than that now.
It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't.
Nobody will believe it.
I know. In fact, my girlfriend says the two questions she gets the most is his really that small? Number one.
And they expect her to answer it?
Yeah, I know. All right.
Oh, goodness. And the other question is?
The other question is, all right, the first question is his really small? And the second question is, I forgot the second question. I'm losing my mind. There are two questions. You can never interrupt me when I'm in the middle of two questions. No, the first question is that small? And the second question is, what were we just talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. The second question is from her friends. You really go out with Fart Man? He's so gross. His body is so gross. She goes, no, he's got a nice body. But nobody believes it. They've
seen it.
Yeah.
You can't convince people after they've seen it.
Well, I went to a gym, not my normal gym that I go to. I went to another gym because my gym was closed on Labor Day. So I went to go work out. And you see these guys, I can't figure out how they do it. They're these big muscular guys. Either they're on steroids.
They're muscular.
Because I watch my weight, and I go to the gym, and I'm skinny. I'm a skinny guy. These guys are built. I don't know how they get all that muscle. They got to be doing something illegal.
You think everybody who's got muscles was doing the juice?
Something. It's not, I don't understand it.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Where are my muscles?
Yeah. I saw some girl walking around. I don't normally go to a big gym, When you go to these big gyms, girls wear outfits. They might as well be naked when they're working out.
It's a show.
There's about 25 guys in this gym. There was one girl wearing, she was dressed like Wonder Woman. She had little hot pants. Little stretchy hot pants that just covered her cooch barely.
Oh, dear.
The ass, you know what their cooch is. It's what I love between your legs. And then a short little bra top, like a running top. But the shortest, skimpiest thing. Girl looked great. And she's squatting on the squat rack with her legs spread. and every guy is staring.
Yeah, how do you work out? Well,
I didn't. I was smart about it. I just stood and stared. I just looked. I said, screw it.
Break.
Yeah. I wish I wore my codpiece. So, I mean, she was putting on quite a... And the girl walks around. She doesn't want to be bothered by anyone, but she does.
She's not speaking. She's looking up in the air. The nose is up.
Well, it was so weird because I'm walking through the gym, and I can't... There's so many floors to the gym, I couldn't find the weight room. You know what I mean? I couldn't find where the weights are.
You're wandering
I had never been there before. I didn't know. So, I see this girl... I didn't even notice her. I just said, hey, where is the weight room? Well, she looked at me like I was trying to hit on her.
Dare you?
Yeah. So she walked away. Then
She wouldn't even answer you?
No. And then,
had no time.
Because she probably figured I'm hitting on her. I wasn't hitting on her. I was just looking for the weight room.
You could at least answer a person.
Wouldn't answer. So then I went up to some dude, and I said, where's the weight room? He goes, oh, come on, I'll show you. So he's, he can't win. But then I go up to the weight room. She's in there.
So now she thinks you're following her.
Yeah, right. And then she's doing the squats and the this and the that, and I'm like, wow. Every guy has his head turned. I don't know anybody gets anything done. What a friggin'
it's a
show. I liked it.
Well, maybe you ought to join a bigger gym so you can get this show all the time.
Yeah, it was too much. Too much of a show for me, man.
I used to go to this gym where Iman worked out.
Man.
And every time
What'd she wear?
In, she had to cover up.
Sweats and stuff. Yeah, that's the girl who doesn't want to be bothered.
She's trying not to be noticed.
Right.
But everybody knew it was Iman, so they couldn't work out either.
Yeah, every girl who doesn't want to be, bothered knows to wear sweats.
Right.
Come on. This girl wanted attention.
Of course, she was almost... You said her cooch was almost like...
Yeah, but she's walking around like, I don't want to be bothered, But meanwhile, you're naked. Yeah. You're completely naked. What are you doing? Of course you want to be looked at and bothered. There's no way you walk around that way and not want to be bothered.
Of course, you could wear clothes.
I know I'm entitled to wear whatever I want, but come on. You can't be naked. If I walked around in that outfit, people would look at me, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And disgust. Well, anyway.
That's the whole game. I don't want to be bothered, but I'm going to make sure everybody bothers me.
So much crap happened while we were away. I want to talk about it, but I got to take a break. Especially that I told you before we left that 14-year-old kid was 14. I think he's, I think the lie is...
still older.
I think he's 18. I honestly do.
You know what? It's amazing that he had done this with his other son as well. He has two sons.
Yeah.
One's older. He had lied about his age.
Really?
At another time on another team.
There's so many things that started to fall apart.
Right. I mean, why would this guy want his son to be that noticed with all the stuff he's got going on?
I know. They didn't send the kid to school for a year and a half.
Yeah. They didn't send the kid to school. There's something wrong with his immigration papers.
And his dad.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, why not shine a light on, every bad thing you've ever done?
Carol, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. I just wanted to tell you that Robin's keeping a secret. She was on national television Saturday night. She was at the Open. The U.S. Open.
Are you keeping a secret?
It was a secret. I was on national TV.
Yeah, that's some secret. Is that right? You went to the U.S. Open?
Yes.
Someone offered me some tickets to that, but I thought it was too much of a zoo. I would love to go see the U.S. Open.
Too much of a zoo? That's the least of the zoos of all sporting.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be... I just thought it was going to be... like getting in and out of there is like a whole deal.
Well,
you don't get noticed the way I do.
Well, yeah, but don't those tennis stars get in?
Oh, but come on, they got a special way in. They don't
let you get in a special way.
No, they don't.
Oh, come on.
Nobody gives me a special way.
They're afraid of you being near the tennis people.
Well, Robin, you made a great comment about crazy cabbie. I thought that was really funny.
On national TV, you talked about crazy cabbie?
The guy who was interviewing me was a huge fan of the show. He says, would crazy cabbie like to see that guy take his shirt off?
Oh, whoa. Wait a second. Let me understand something. What channel was this on?
USA Network.
Oh. And you were at the Open, and they said, oh, look who's in the audience, Robin Quivers.
Flashed me up on the big screen and everything.
Wow, look at you. Your triumphant moment.
I'm the queen of tennis.
Yeah. Who'd you go with, Mr. X?
No. I went with some friends.
And were they on TV, too, or just you?
No, just me.
Oh. Girls?
Yeah.
Your witch group?
No, what witch group?
Were they witches? They were with you?
No, my next door neighbor and her daughter.
Was it Robin's secret?
Was it witches?
No, they were not witches.
That was not your coven?
A kid and her mother.
I was, speaking of Robin, I was reading, I have like old New York magazines laying around and stuff.
Yeah.
I was reading one where they're talking about the Forum.
Right.
And you were interviewed in that.
Yes, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
That was a secret.
Then I'm reading, like, if you call the Forum a cult, they sue you. So I'm not calling them a cult.
They do? I didn't know that.
They've sued some people. Like, if you say something wrong, they'll sue you. I'm like, well, then what are you so uptight about?
Yeah, what's the deal?
I don't know. I read it. I don't. It was a very negative article.
I know, it was.
I mean, it was like, anything by Werner Erhardt. Erhardt, who's a Jew who changed his name. His name was like Joe Schwartz.
Yeah, but Erhardt, is that really hiding?
Yeah, I guess. That's about as Anglo as you get, Erhardt.
I don't know. That always smacks to me of fake name.
Yeah. Well, evidently it was the guy who started S.
Yeah.
And then they, morphed into this thing. And I read that. I ain't going on that.
I know. You got to stay away. You're afraid.
I am afraid.
Be very afraid.
It sounds like a lot of, a lot of nonsense. According to the article. I know you like it, but I ain't going.
I always say, you can offer people heroin and they won't look at you with, they won't change their expression. They'll say no thank you or thank you. If you tell people you went to the Forum, they look at you like you're crazy.
What was believe me, what was the heroin safer? What match were you watching at the U.S. Open?
I saw Jennifer Capriati.
Oh.
And then,
I was watching that Saturday night a little bit. I was at a restaurant I was looking at on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Saturday night. You watched Jennifer Capriati. Did she win?
Yes.
Did Pete Sampras win last night?
Pete Sampras won, yes. And Patrick Rafter was there the night I watched, too. That's what they were saying. Would Cabby like to see that guy with his shirt off?
And the guy comes up to you, because that's an inside reference.
Oh, yeah.
The guy comes up to you who's on national television. It's probably their biggest viewership all year.
Right.
And he says, Robin from the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, first he said, I can't imagine that anybody from your show is a tennis fan.
That was insulting.
I said,
why?
What would we be fans
Satan?
of?
I mean, what is the big deal?
Satan doesn't play tennis, so I got to watch these people.
Yeah, so, anyway, I can't imagine.
I asked you whether or not Howard ever went to the Open.
I did. I've been to the Open.
You have.
Yeah, I've been to the Open. But, I was thinking of going.
Well, it's even in a new place since the last time you were there. The stadium is just, the whole facility is beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I have a whole thing, I remember going to the U.S. Open, and you walk in, and people mob you.
You got to walk past a lot of people to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
It's a city.
You probably go in where the people who don't need to be mobbed go in.
Yeah. Well, how does Trump and Regis and all those people?
Well, I don't even think anybody's mobbed Regis.
So then what I would do is...
Trump even.
Yeah, then what I do is I put my hair in a hat and I go in. No one recognizes me.
Yeah.
But the problem is, then you're on TV and you look like a douchebag when they figure out it's you and you're in your hat. So I don't know. And so I was thinking of going. Then I said, you know what? This is getting too much. I'm putting too much thought into this.
if you don't enjoy tennis and just want to go, why go?
No, I enjoy tennis.
But if you don't enjoy tennis and just want to go,
right?
You really want to go. You hadn't thought of it.
Yeah.
Somebody offered you tickets.
Right. Yeah, anyway, so I didn't go.
I went on Sunday night, saw a couple of good matches, but I saw the Williams sisters played doubles. Mm-hmm. So everybody packed. They were in the smaller stadium. And it's just, you sit wherever you can. So everybody's packed in there. I get my binoculars out. I look in the front row. Marion Barry sitting in the front row like he's the king of the court, man.
Former mayor, Washington, D.C., crackhead.
How do you get it?
Sitting there going like, hey, nobody...
Does he get mobbed when he goes?
Well, first of all, he's in the front row in like a special section, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a VIP.
And then
he's a distinguished mayor.
That's right. Didn't he just recently beat another rap?
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is there's a lot more black people at tennis now that the Williams sisters play, especially when they play doubles. So people were like goofing about Marion Barry being there, but nobody could talk too loud. And so the guy next to me
did the guy from USA Today say, "Hey, Marion Barry, what do you think of Cabby with his shirt on?"
I turned to my friend. I go, "Didn't they get him on camera buying crack from a?"
Right.
Yeah. Shouldn't he be ashamed?
Front row.
Yeah. How does he get front row tickets? He bought crack from a or something.
And not too long ago, he had to settle a case where he was accused of flashing a woman in a men's room or something.
But he's at the U.S. Open.
Right up front.
He should be in jail.
Listen to what our boy Casey's up to. So Casey went to the U.S. Open.
How do you get in
with
there?
a bunch of listeners. It was part of a promotion.
Oh,
yeah, Tom asked me if I wanted to go.
Right.
Did you know that you can't yell and you can't talk and stuff like that? You got to be quiet.
No, you should be able to do whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
You should be able to yell at the game.
Dude. You should.
Yeah. Dude.
A couple guys I was with.
You were yelling?
I was not yelling, but some of the guys I was with were
never doing it.
We're making fart noises when the people were serving. Yeah. so the old ladies that were in front of us kept looking around. They're eating wine and cheese and stuff like that.
Right.
And I heard them say, "They'll let anyone into this place."
Oh,
it was great. And when they were serving,
yeah.
Like that. Like to make the noises. You know what? It was the best time ever.
That's the one to see the game.
Back again.
And by the way, I normally would yell at you, but I'll tell you something. I'm glad you made noises during that game. I am so sick and tired of spoiled tennis players. Every other sport, the guys they have to deal with crowd noise. Basketball people are shaking their arms.
Yeah, right.
Boy, what are you telling me? In tennis, you can't play with some noise?
Yeah, what makes them so special?
Exactly.
And golf.
Yeah, golf.
Everybody has to quiet down because this guy's going to try to hit this ball.
You know what? Don't shush me. Let's see if this guy can hit. They can hit the ball with noise.
How does Mark McGuire hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball with people, flashballs, people screaming, and this guy can't hit a tennis ball?
Because it's a goof. Yeah. It's a goof.
They're just used to it.
Everybody who goes should make noise. Make fart noises and
drunk. We're drunk. We're betting on the games. I got wrapped for $5.
Hear it, ladies and gentlemen.
Sporting event.
Pete Sampras is about to raise his racket. This is the winning point of the match. And he lips and... Wait a second. There's KC and his crew making fart sound effects. And Sampras turns around. How dare you? I can't concentrate.
I'm stopping until they stop.
I wonder how Beetlejuice would feel about that last one.
Yeah. And let's go to Robin Quivers. How would Beetlejuice feel about that?
I saw them the other day. Somebody was playing and a piece of paper, like a napkin or something, floated on the court. They stopped play to remove the napkin.
The English lady goes,
can you imagine there's a napkin on the court? Well, there's a napkin on the court. Yeah, so hit the ball, stupid.
The English lady in the chair
Big dummy.
She goes, attention please. Quiet, please. The players need quiet. No cameras, please. Quiet. And then everyone quiets down.
I know, and you have to wait. It's like school.
And I heard the gayest thing. You know how, when the women hit, they make the noises?
Yeah.
I watched, what's that guy, Curidan?
Yeah.
He was the number one, whatever that, the number one seed. Him and another guy were playing, and they were making noises. It was very gay.
It's really gay. Because it's like, yeah, you know, a guy going,
What was the broad that used to make that really weird noise?
Monica Seller.
yeah, she's still doing it.
She'd go,
Yeah.
I imagine that broad in bed, big fat pig.
I'll never be able to go back.
Howard,
Yeah, that's the noise she
Shut up. And then they try to tell her, you can't make that noise. It's just...
couldn't play.
She couldn't play. It's her secret noise. It's her powerful noise. Even the other players were like, hey, come on, give us a break.
She's disturbing us.
We're telling the audience to be quiet. Meanwhile, she's like, you know, just quiet.
Yeah, we're being quiet so we can listen to that. Well, now they are letting, you know, the tennis crowd is getting a little different, you know, because it used to be the most today crowd, you know, they serve strawberries and cream. They're serving vegetables and crudités.
Oh, really? They're trying to class it up?
Now, well, no, they always did this. Now it's getting to be hot dogs and sauerkraut. And there were two guys sitting in the audience when I went there with Hershey hats on. They had these big silver hats with the kiss thing coming out of the top. Like, things are changing.
I tell you, I watched a women's match, and it was Martina Hingis playing. You know what? There's a lot of hot chicks that playing tennis now, Howard. There's this girl, what's her name, Dockich?
Yeah,
or something like
Elena
that.
Dockich.
Really cute. Headlights on the whole match.
Better looking than another broad who's always showing her panties.
Not as good as Anna Kournikova, but up there. And guys are like, oh, she's the one with the crazy father. I bet she'd be really easy to get.
Yeah,
you know.
nuts.
Go ahead. I don't know your name, but go ahead.
My name is Sean. You got Danny Almonte.
Yeah, Danny Almonte.
Yeah, you can't even. Nobody in the network could tell that boy was older than 12 years old.
Everybody
knew.
Nobody wanted to say anything.
I said it. I said it right off. I said.
You know, I'm saying like Giuliani wasn't going to say anything.
Right.
They have to have it revealed first.
Okay, number one, the kid was about 15 inches taller than all the other kids. Number two, he has a voice like he has a full-grown set of nuts and hair.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
I mean, we were the ones you were, you know, before we left, you were saying the boy was shaving before he went out on the
Shaving?
field.
This kid, he's paying child support. He's driving a cab on the side.
The first time you mentioned
He's
it,
got an ex-wife already.
the first time,
they interview him and they go, well, how do you like the game?
the first time you mentioned it, though, on the air, Robert goes, no, you're off.
I was just doing the whole thing.
She was just playing devil's advocate.
But how about all these other kids on the other
You don't
team?
understand the show.
Robin is never wrong.
I didn't say anything. I was saying, tongue-in-cheek, oh, Howard, come on. A lot of the kids look like kids.
I don't remember the conversation anyway, so it doesn't make a difference to me.
I mean,
Gary
really,
does.
Gary.
But it's not fair to all these other little kids.
What?
It's not fair to all these other little kids.
Hey, you know what? It taught him a good lesson. Life.
Oh, yeah, that's...
People cheat. Get over it. Big people cheat. Parents are nuts.
They are.
They are. Parents are nuts. And I watched that game, and I remember that I wanted to root for those Paulino All-Stars.
Why?
Because, you know, I felt like in the middle of the game, all of a sudden, I knew that kid was 14. I was pissed off. And did you notice his attitude during the game, too? The kid was like biting his nails. He was too good for the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was bored.
But one of the white moms gets up and goes, you know, all we're hearing about, this is a woman from Ohio. All we're hearing about is these Paulino All-Stars and Amante. She couldn't even get his name right.
Yeah.
Dan Amante. What about our boys? You know? With these people. So I said, you know, this ratty. She's sitting there, you know, putting down Amante. I was starting to root for him. But I knew that kid was
But Mike was
14.
Isn't there a place for 14-year-olds to play?
Yeah, it's called Major League. Come on. What's the matter?
Come on.
What, are you kidding me?
Majors.
Sure they do. All right, listen, I got to take a break. There's tons of people on the phone. I promise you, if you just hang in through the commercials, I'll get to all of you because we got so much to talk about. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to a man with an ego bigger than Monica Lewinsky's ass and a nose to match. Howard Stern. Radio.
Stay tuned. The Howard Stern Show continues after these on BCN.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Whatever. We're sitting here today. Craig Gass is in. He's going to be at Madison Square Garden next Friday and Saturday, September 14th and 15th. That's a big deal.
Yeah, me and Joe Rogan and Bobby Slayton.
Wow,
Nice
look at you.
lineup.
Boy, things have changed around for you after being on the Howard Stern Show, and some people appreciate it, some people don't.
Well, some people see, and some people don't.
Some people are blind, and the other ones can see. Obviously, Craig is someone who can see. Clearly through
Let's hope you never lose your sight.
We know people who have. All right, anyway, let me just get to a couple more phone calls because I promised if people hung in there. Also, the Jerry Lewis Telethon, which I completely forgot about, was on this weekend, and the Telethon used to be depressing because it's just, D-level celebrities who, I think all the big celebrities realize no matter how much money Jerry Lewis makes, there'll never be a cure for this disease.
No. And they find more diseases every time.
Yeah. The only way that there's going to be a cure is if we have stem cell research, which I'm going to talk about our president and really this guy. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why we got to get this guy out of office. I mean, I want to give him a chance, but he is proving to be a bigger moron than I thought. I mean, it's just... He should just get... I think the Senate and the Congress are going to get together and try and override what he's done. Because he's such a mental case. I mean, people should be marching in the streets. Do you know, I read an article today that said because of the initial stem cell research that's going on, they've already invented a way to create blood. Mm-hmm. Now, think about it. There's always blood shortages. We will have all this clean blood.
Yeah, and there's also contaminated blood.
Right.
Yeah.
We will have clean blood. They've already figured this out. Our president wants to slow down stem cell research to the point where scientists are saying, listen, we don't even know what we're dealing with here. This guy's going to give us 60 strands.
Did you also read that they said that the stuff that they have now is like contaminated with rat stuff?
Yeah, they don't even know what they have. They need, when you're a scientist, you don't even know what you're looking for. When they were looking for a cure for polio, they didn't know they'd find it in mold.
Yeah, and don't limit them.
Yeah, don't limit scientists. If they got to chop up your grandma, let them.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
If they need your finger, let them have it.
Yeah. I mean, who cares? They're talking about regenerating people's spines who've been paralyzed.
Right. And all of those people sitting on that telethon would be helped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No more Jerry Lewis telethon. That's enough reason to have stem cell research.
No more Jerry Lewis.
Right. I mean, it's unfriggin' believable. And this guy's not a scientist. Well, I looked into it. I made my decision, and I never changed my mind. That was scary.
Let me remind you, he was a C student.
Yeah.
You don't want him looking into anything.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention some other stuff that's been going on lately with our president. Besides the month-long vacation. The guy just got in office.
When would you really notice that he's out of the White House?
Excuse me.
He's hardly ever there.
Where did he go on vacation? Went to Texas. Texans don't stay in Texas during the month of August. The month of August in Texas is so bad. It is so hot that it gets over about 120 degrees. He's got to go to Texas and chop wood.
He doesn't notice the temperature.
Every president since Abraham Lincoln has gone and chopped wood at their ranch to show that they're working class people.
Right.
He ain't chopping no frigging wood.
Even his father knew to go to Maine.
Yeah. But you don't stay in Texas in the month of August.
I read the best. Lady Bird Johnson, okay, who is Miss Texas, okay?
Right.
She said she didn't know about this place he went to until he went there.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I was talking to a guy, staunch Republican. He's from Texas. I met him over the week, and he goes to me, he goes, this guy, he got out of Texas in the month of August. It's too goddamn. Yeah. But anyway, the stem cell research, people should be marching in the street. We would cure so many friggin' diseases.
In fact, all those MDA people who were just at the telethon, they should be in the streets.
How about that's what Jerry Lewis should be talking about. How about this scientist, one of the top American scientists, just moved to England because he can't take it. He says, I can't get anything done here anymore. He says, and this is just bowing to the religious right, the kook factor in the United States.
And that is what people are going to do. They're going to go where they can actually work without their hands being tied. They're not going to stay here.
And here was the guy who said that he was going to be inclusive and let everybody into government. Did you see? He's going to just make it okay for Mexicans to stay in the country, but no other racial groups?
No, nobody else.
Because he's bowing to the ethnic vote? I mean,
you know, Texas has a lot of
Hispanics.
People who snuck in.
Yeah. He's gonna give carte blanche to the people who snuck in. He's gonna say everyone who's here illegally can be here. I'm not gonna make you a citizen, but I'm not gonna go after you.
Right.
And we're gonna make it okay. So you have to say to our president, well, does that mean?
What do we mean?
Does that mean that other racial groups can stay here too? It means no. Only if you're a Mexican immigrant.
Right.
And I mean, how about this whole idea that Bush is going to give government funds to churches and church groups to take care of the nation's problems? Now think about that for a second. Think about how whacked out that is for a second. You know why? You're saying, hey, you know, the local church will get money, they're going to help. Yeah, the local church. What happens when the Scientologists, when the Moonies, all that are classified as religions go, hey, give us government money, we'll help people too. How are you going to feel about that?
Even those local churches, I don't know what they believe.
Forget about the Jesus freaks and the Jews, okay, two religions you know about. What about Satanists? Their religion. You gotta give every religious group. You're opening the door to every friggin' whacked out religion that's come down the pike. Once you say you're going to give funds to religious groups, you're going to hand over my hard-earned taxes to religious groups. Are you crazy? No, you can't open up that can of worms. This guy's insane.
Religious groups are now figuring out just what programs they're going to have.
You got to listen to what this guy's saying. Oh, you know what? We're going to get religious groups. We're going to get, he's thinking his local church. He doesn't realize. Once you do this.
Because that's exactly what it is. I went to a program at my church. And I was saved.
Yeah, it was good. But
so we should open it up to the churches.
Oh, wait till you see everybody see the millions of federally funded dollars going to Scientology, going to Moonies.
But he doesn't even realize there are other religions.
No.
That's how dumb.
He just doesn't even understand what he's dealing with. It's a huge statement to say I'm going to give money to religious groups.
It's sad because when I was over in Europe, I was talking to some people, and they were like, do you people actually like your president?
No.
You know,
we didn't even vote for him.
Are you, like, really stupid enough?
No, but you tell him he lost the election.
Well, that's what I said. I said he's running around acting like he got this incredible mandate.
Yeah.
He's acting as if he won a popular election.
Yeah. I mean, the stem cell research team, every scientist is screaming bloody murder. They're going, listen, this guy just doesn't even understand what he's dealing with.
And you have to wonder, who did he talk to in the first place?
Well, anyway. I want to support the dude. Believe me, I do.
Well, he's the president.
Yeah. You think our government's whacked out? And I could go into this for hours about what's going on. You know? I mean, don't even get me started.
But in Europe, they hate him. And he goes over there. We don't even read half the stuff he says, because I guess they won't put it in our papers. They say he goes over there and makes stupider statements than you can believe.
Mr. President, Lord Vishnu wants his funds.
Who?
Lord Vishnu. That ain't no religion, is it? No, you gave billions to the Catholic Church. You have to now give it to every church. Lord Vishnu, who's that?
Excuse me, Mr. President, we're giving money to an 8-armed god.
Yeah, right, an 8-armed god. I didn't know there was such a god with 8 arms. Yeah, stupid. Oh, Vezmir. We're doomed.
Well, it's 4 years. He can't do so much damage, can he?
Well, they're going to try and overturn the stem cell research. That's all I care about, because you see, Jerry Lewis can raise $56 million all he wants, which was the amount of money he raised, something like that. But Jerry Lewis, man, he must be really ill, man. His head is the size of Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Anybody tune this thing in?
I thought I was watching the WB, and he was on Channel 9.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those things Buffy the Vampire slays. And it's a real scary telethon. You know how the telethon was always scary? Now it's so scary because Ed McMahon, I guess Ed's dieting, so he's all shriveled up and shrunk.
He looks like a skeleton.
And Jerry's shaking now, and big fat head, and the turkey neck, and the...
I call it bullfrog neck, because it's not even like hanging. It's big, and, it looks like he's storing something in there.
Well, squirrel nuts. But Jerry Lewis was holding up pretty good, you got to admit, for like a 70-year-old dude. He was looking pretty good for a while, but now it's pretty scary.
It's happening.
Yeah. I mean, then he sang the song at the end. I think, and you know how he starts crying during You'll Never Walk Alone? Well, I think he's crying for himself. I mean, honestly. Yeah, I don't think this has anything to do with kids. The guy's 100 years old. What a scary telethon. Yeah, I'll give you a little of Jerry singing.
Well, I was tempted to call in so they could find out what's wrong with Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's got an illness. I want to sing Your Kids Will Never Walk at All. I mean, unless you have stem cell research.
Well, I don't know if they mentioned that during the whole telethon.
And I'm sure that all of you people at home have got to have a wonderful feeling for being responsible for that number.
I have 56 million.
We ought to be able to cure everything.
Yeah. Give it to me. I'll find a cure.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for being there and helping us do this.
Lee's like, you know what? I'm a professional musician. I'm going to now play music. Lee will be like, what? Lee. By the way, the guy's name is Bob. Lee, I have a giant head. Lee, my head is 5 times the size of normal human beings.
When you walk through a storm,
change songs.
Head up high.
Your big head up high.
That's a hard thing to do when you got Jerry.
Jerry's doing this because he loves people, but I'm thinking he's doing it just because he likes to be on TV, and it's the only thing left for him. No offense. And the other thing is they use that Jerry Lewis insignia, the one with him with the skinny Jerry when he was like 18 years old.
Right, he's still Jerry from when he used to work with Dean Martin on the logo.
Yeah, I think they got to update that.
Silver song of a lark. Water rain.
I think he died 2 years ago. They just prop him up.
This is on computer.
Though your dreams be tossed and blown, walk on. You'll never.
You know what I think about?
Yeah.
I see Ed McMahon and Jerry Lewis, and they look like two cadavers. And I'm thinking about, they both have like young kids at home, like 6-year-olds or something.
Yeah.
And when those kids see Dad, I mean, he's like the crypt keeper.
Oof.
Like, that ain't right. That's got to be scary.
I would think so.
Come here, son.
They go to another person's house and they go, how come your dad's not scary?
Yeah. How come your dad can still, like, function?
How come your dad doesn't shake?
Walk alone. You will never walk alone. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you will never.
Thanks for that great song.
How come your dad always cries?
Why is your dad crying every 5 minutes?
He had a big pussy.
That's too much. I love it.
Wow.
So, Hey, good morning, everybody. Good to be with you. Artie Lange is here.
Hey.
One of my favorite people.
Hey now.
Thank you. Hello, people. Dig Deep Down from Planet X. Song I recorded a couple of years ago, and I still don't know what I'm saying on it. I have no idea.
Good stuff.
I defy. Yeah, it's good stuff. I defy you to understand what I'm talking about. Teabag Ball Sack from the band Confederate Fag will be here today. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Now, he won't be performing.
I don't believe Teabag Ball Sack will be performing.
Does he teabag people?
Well, I think he's gay. I guess he's gay because the band is Confederate Fag.
Right.
And,
it would be terrible if it wasn't.
Right. I mean, it'd be disappointing.
Well, wait a second. I got to be honest with you. Teabag Ball Sack, the only reason he's coming in is because someone said, do you want to book Teabag Ball Sack? I said, I don't know who the guy is, but I'd love to promote for 3 weeks that Teabag Ball Sack is coming in.
You never even asked what he did. Yes.
Yeah, Teabag Ball Sack tomorrow. So whenever you say that, people tune in.
Right.
So we don't know who this guy is.
Or what he does.
And we don't care. Winfred's Money, Ozzy Osbourne.
I wondered, Ozzy Osbourne today?
Yep.
Okay. I thought I'd missed it.
No, Ozzy's coming in tomorrow. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. P. Diddy.
I'll believe that one.
No, P. Diddy will be here.
Yo, how? Yo, how?
Yo.
Wait a minute. Is he P. Diddy? He's not Puff Daddy.
No, he's P. Diddy. And let me tell you something. A lot of people say, how do you get the great rap artists to come in here? Number one, I wear Sean John shirts.
All you have to do is wear the clothes?
I wear the rap clothing, gangster wear. All right? I'm a little out of the demographic, but I do it. I wear the P. Diddy shirts, Sean John, and I wear Fat Phone.
Will you be wearing some Sean John?
That's right. I'll be wearing Sean John.
In honor of?
P. Diddy. Number two reason. A lot of the great black stars do my show because they consider me black. That's right. A lot of black people consider me black. They feel I'm an outlaw, a gangster, And they know that I grew up in the hood. In the hood.
That's it.
Number 3 reason. I've got great coke. Yes. That's right.
That might be number 1, 2, and 3.
That's why Artie Lange is there.
Yo.
That's why Fred's here.
That's what keeps me here.
Keeps everyone in the show.
Keeps coming back.
That's right. Now, in all honesty, P. Diddy will be here tomorrow. He's scheduled to be here. Coming soon, Ringo Starr.
Now, how do we get Ringo? I understand P. Diddy.
Because Ringo thinks I'm black. My favorite Ringo moment was at Bangladesh, concert for Bangladesh, 1970-something. I don't remember exactly, but...
Dark Ages.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, Ringo forgot the words to Photograph.
Oh,
I think it was, yeah. Was it Photograph?
Don't Come Easy.
Yeah, Don't Come Easy. That was the one.
They don't come easy, those words.
Hey, you know...
It sounds like when you forget the words to a prayer in church.
Well, let me tell you something. It's not easy to remember words.
It's just not fun when you got a thing like this, okay?
It's not funny. Teabag Ballsack will be here.
I can't wait.
I can't either. All right, listen, I have to take a break. How come I don't see any reviews for that new Billy Crystal movie?
It isn't out yet. It'll be out on Friday, right?
Oh, today's Thursday. That's okay. I was looking in the paper to see the reviews.
You're so anxious.
It's not funny. It's not fun.
Who knows? Maybe it's brilliant.
Here's your review.
Billy, what do you think of your own movie?
It's not fun.
What do you think of us talking about your new movie?
It's not funny. It's not fun.
Right. All right, I got to take a break. We'll get to your phone calls next. Also,
it's just not fun when you got a thing like this, okay?
Yeah, hey, don't interrupt me.
You do this on a show and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun.
Easy.
You know?
All right, we're going to be back right after these words.
You're listening to the same thing the guy in the car next to you is listening to. The Howard Stern Show.
Farm animals.
Howard Stern Productions.
Howard Stern Productions.
Howard Stern.
Hi, everybody. I don't know if you could hear me. Hey, you remember the other day I was on the air and I was playing some tapes you can order on the internet that...
the moaning tape?
Yeah, well, yeah, the girl who talks, like she gives you phone sex.
Yeah.
But it kind of... It didn't... One of them was pretty cool, but... it was the same chick on each tape.
And it seemed to go on an awful long time.
Yeah. Evidently, I'm out of the loop on this one because they got a whole bunch of tapes now that deal with sexual fantasies. Like, they got a tape that some guy sent me. He said, hey, Howard, play this on the air. Trucker fantasies. This is for guys who drive trucks.
Now, do you play this while you're in your truck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. I'm going to play that for you in just a minute. I want to take a few phone calls, but...
It's a hot chick who shows up with coffee.
No, yeah, well, you got to hear it. I heard one of them. One's called, like, Girls Night Out, but it's called Trucker Fantasies. They got a ton of tapes like this. In fact, some guy was calling, I don't know if he's still on the air, that they got a whole set of black chick tapes.
Oh, yeah. You can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Any flavor. Huh?
Oh, yeah. But they're audio tapes. They're not video. And the girls talk to you. I guess you play them in your car, but it's kind of hard to, beat it when you're in your car.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand.
Not really.
Why?
There you go. Talk to us about that, Artie.
Oh, it depends on the car.
Have you done that?
Well, not while I'm driving.
Well,
somebody else is driving, you're sitting next to him?
At the Vince Lombardi rest stop and on the turnpike.
Ronnie, the limo driver, does it when he's driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? See, he's a professional.
I forget what happened, but it involved a glove. And... Hey, Ronnie, refresh our memories.
And that when he does NASCAR?
This is not all the time.
No. It was like something happened to him, and then I hope I got the right story. I hope it was Ronnie who did this. Remember with a glove or something? I wrote about it in one of my books. Ronnie, was it you?
In the car.
All right, tell the story again.
It was a long time ago.
Well, all right. That's okay. Let him just say that.
A real long time ago.
He was a different guy back then.
Yeah, exactly.
And now,
he wasn't a husband and a father?
No.
What happened? Why would a guy... What happened?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
You were driving a truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to drive a truck.
Oh.
But like 100 years ago.
This was another life.
Yeah.
And you were...
No, I don't know.
Why were you doing it in the truck?
I don't think I was... No, I wasn't driving a truck. It was even before that, I think.
He was driving a scooter.
It was a long time ago, man.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
We've established
Do you not remember the story, seriously?
No, I really don't.
But didn't you use a glove?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was definitely a glove.
Yeah. He was done. You know, I guess you got horny. You got horny, right?
Right.
Were you driving a long distance? What was the deal?
I don't remember the deal.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. Can't remember. It's hard to remember.
See, I don't think you were the guy in the book that I wrote about. There was a...
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, it was me. But you didn't mention any names.
You
never mentioned a name at the time. Now you mention the names.
I didn't realize.
No.
Well, if you don't want to talk
it's all right. It's okay.
Go out and come in again with a bag on your head.
What was the story?
No, I did this twice. It isn't so bad. I was coming back from Ohio once.
Yeah.
And, you just start getting,
horny.
Yeah.
Or is it to stay awake?
Well, actually, it helps to stay awake.
That would put you to sleep.
No, if you are, you get the, where you're falling asleep and stuff.
Yeah.
If you do this.
Yeah, but once you get relaxed and you do that, you want to fall asleep.
No, what the story was with me, the real story was, I was driving a truck, okay?
Okay.
And I was coming back from Massachusetts.
Right.
And there was this chick in a car.
Right.
And she pulls alongside of me.
Yeah.
She's wearing this mini skirt.
Yeah.
And
you can see right...
oh, yeah. I mean, you can see right into the car. And some of these chicks are into it, too, and they know the guys are looking.
Right.
So they start putting on a whole show for you sometimes.
And she did.
And then they take off, and they know you can't catch them, so... And now you're all wound up here in this truck, all by yourself,
So while you're driving, you did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you get your pants?
Take your eyes off the road?
No, you're on a highway.
Do you pull your pants down?
Nah.
Like you just open up your...
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't your fly rub up against stuff?
No.
Really, mine does.
You do it the right way.
I like pulled
the
down
right way.
I was on the LIE and I was falling asleep once, and I started doing it just to keep me awake. And a friend of mine pulled up alongside of me.
And saw you.
Said, John, you playing football? I'm like, yeah.
But they can't see in down there.
No, thank God. I always try and,
A truck driver could see in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
Don't
can
ever
see
go by a
everything,
truck driver. Yeah, you definitely see.
I had a guy...
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of Ronnie. First, Ronnie, it turns out, knows that Taylor Swift's fans are called Swifties. We don't know how he knows that. Then Captain Janks called in and talked about the prank call he made involving Ronnie. And finally, Ronnie told us that he went to see the play Cinderella. Yes, a 60-plus-year-old man went to see the play Cinderella. Here's how it all went.
Another argument that we had, sort of, I wouldn't say argument, but discussion we had before the show, and Howard picked up on it during the show, was about Taylor Swift singing along to all the acts. Some people felt that she was doing it for camera time, I'd asked JD, but he can't come down here right now.
How come? What's he doing?
He's in a meeting, but he does feel that way.
I'm with
as
JD.
Do you. And I and Steve both feel that she's a young girl who just likes music.
I think that when you go to an event like that where you're really the focus of attention, she's not just anybody going.
Agreed.
She's the focus of attention. Yes, you should go and have a good time, and there's a party that says, hey, I'm going to go do what I want and be who I am. But there's another party that knows that every little thing you do, the camera's picking up on. So I think that her singing every song is a move. It's a move to get on camera.
I disagree. I think she's just singing along, and she's enjoying the music and being a 23-year-old girl.
Can we tell the audience that you, off the air, refer to her as Tay-Tay?
On the air, I've said Tay-Tay many times.
So you're in a whole other league.
Look, just because I've seen her in concert 5 times.
Have you seen her 5 times?
5 times. You know I'm going again, right?
Are you?
End of March.
What city this time?
It's local. Going to Newark.
John's like he's like the Grateful Dead. He's like a deadhead for Taylor Swift. What do they call them?
What?
Taylorheads? Do they have names? Taylorhead road groupies?
Swifties. How do you know that? How do you know that, Ronnie?
Don't worry about it.
No, how do you know that?
I'm smart.
No, how do you know?
I'm a goddamn genius.
How do you know a Taylor Swift groupie? I have 2 teenage daughters. What's your reason?
Yeah, I have a teenage girlfriend.
Is that why you know? Is Stephanie a big Tay-Tay fan?
She likes her.
Do you like her?
Not particularly.
No, not for you?
No.
Not your speed?
She is cute. I got to say, she's a cute kid.
Yeah, she's, well, whatever.
She's very all-American looking.
Yeah. And I don't think her music's bad. Some of it, not all of it. Steve Brandano agrees. I see him shaking.
I think it's funny because you don't think her music is bad. I'll give you 10 other artists that like dance around her genre that you would probably hate.
That's true. I like her older stuff, like Tim McGraw. But anyway, let's get Ronnie. I'm glad.
I like her Greetings from Asbury Park album.
I'm glad you're here.
Are you really?
Yes, I am. Because
good.
before getting into David Spade, I did want to ask you about that prank call that Jenks did because apparently you weren't a big fan of it.
Not that it wasn't a big. I mean, he got upset because I didn't knock him on the news. I just said I was, I'm friends with a lot of cops. And it was a whole cop thing, and cops were getting shot and killed that day even, so,
Was it not fun and not funny?
It was, no, his stuff is funny, but you know what? He got all bent, He started knocking me on Twitter because I said, because I did the news story with Lieberman saying, that I wasn't too thrilled about it, but, I didn't say I hated it.
Do you think Jenks did the wrong thing by doing it?
He never does the wrong thing because he's always doing those phone calls. So,
He's done a couple of calls I think he wish he could take back.
Are you pissed at him?
No, not at all. But he's pissed at me.
Jenks, are you pissed at Ronnie?
Jenks, you there, buddy?
I'm not pissed at Ronnie. I was just bummed out that because I thought he would think it was cool. When I did the prank call, there was no reports of anybody being shot or injured. I did it before any of that stuff went down, and
I didn't hear it till that night after this all went down and the cop was shot and then he died. He had already died.
And Jenks, in all fairness, nobody had been shot or killed that day. He'd already killed 4 people.
But the thing is I don't do this to make fun of a tragedy or to make fun of people being shot or injured. I do it to show that these people on the news, after 25 years, they still can't stop it. They still don't check their sources. And, I let it out that it was a prank call early on. I didn't keep everybody on about it. And I kind of figured, Ronnie, it would be good for the block party. And I just could imagine all the phone calls that you must have fielded within the first 10 minutes after me doing that call.
I agree with Jenks, by the way. I know he does these during some pretty weird tragedies, but to me, it's always a mad rush to be the first to get the scoop. And it almost seems like these news organizations care so little about what's going on and care more about getting the person on. And I agree most of the time, 99% of the time, it's not a bad thing. There's like 1 or 2 that he probably shouldn't have done.
Well, Jenks proved that, I thought, with this call. Jenks, she would have talked to you all day.
What's that?
She would have talked to you all day, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I kind of got nervous because, again, I was thinking, well, if there are people, if you would have watched it that day, you heard that the reporters and everything, they were getting in the police's way from doing their jobs. So, I mean, me doing a prank call to that show was probably just, I think, was just comical. It was just to show that these people were so willing to put anybody on the air without checking any sources that I could at least get through and do it. I just didn't want to keep string anybody along.
You know where I thought Jax used to shine for me? Jax, what is the Philadelphia version of, I guess up here, it's called the DOT. What is like the Department of Traffic, like the roadworks people? What are they called?
Right. It's called PennDOT.
PennDOT. Every single snowstorm, he would call as the head of PennDOT and always get on it. I would think, how do these people not know who that is and what his number is? And he would they go, now from PennDOT, we have this guy. They put him on.
Jax, you're a master of your craft.
But, Ronnie, you're not mad at me,
No,
right?
I never said I was pissed. I just said, if you listen to Lieberman's story, I never said I was pissed.
You weren't pleased, though. But I just wanted to make sure you didn't have a problem with me because I'd be bummed out. I was bummed out that you didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't like it. I'm saying it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, I don't know. At the time, it just hit me the wrong way. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Jax. We're all good. What did you do for Valentine's Day? What did I hear you saying?
Hey, listen, you're going to Taylor Swift. I went to see Cinderella.
I'm going with my daughters. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
I went to see Cinderella on Broadway.
My God.
How was it?
Why?
Because that's what Stephanie wanted to do for Valentine's Day. She's into Cinderella, I guess. I don't know.
She thinks you're her prince.
Yeah, I am. I am a prince. I got we sat third row. I was a prince.
Someday her prince will come.
Yeah.
How was
exactly, after I'm gone.
What'd you think of the show?
It wasn't that terrible. I didn't fall asleep, so it wasn't that bad. Actually, they added a little humor into it.
How so?
And then they made little jokes here, here and there.
I got to ask you a question.
Good.
I'm not being facetious about this at all or anything. Were there mostly kids at the show?
No, absolutely not, dude. It was all adults.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
And it's not even open yet. It's in preview, and it was sold. It's been sold out for date.
Really? Who's in it? Anybody big? Any big names in it?
Not that I know. Not even in my day.
No Angela Lansbury.
No, there was somebody. I forget who it was. I recognize one name.
Did they cast well? Was Cinderella?
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, she was definitely hot.
Did she look good when she was working the house, or when she became,
Oh, when she became Cinderella, she's in this hot gown. I'll tell you what, though, the live effects that they had on this show are amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, like, the dresses, they like, changed right in front of your eyes, and you didn't even know they changed.
Like Kelly Clarkson's dress at the Grammys.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spun around and bang. They were
exactly. It was crazy. And I'm sitting like 3 rows back, and I'm trying to figure this out.
You think it'll make it on Broadway?
It's opening March 3rd.
I understand. Do you think it'll stand the test of time?
I think so, because a lot of kids. They're going to take a lot of kids to see it, probably.
But you said it was adults.
It was adults. There was there were some kids there, but I'm telling you, it was mainly adults.
Cinderella.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I'm sure Stephanie must have been thrilled. Though.
Oh, please. Unreal.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about Mark Cuban and him entertaining Shark Tank pitches from the staff. So Richie Wilson came in with his winning pitch, but Tim Sabean came in with his losing pitch, and Scott DePace came in to explain why he didn't pitch at all. Lots of fun, as always, on the wrap-up show. Mark Cuban also came by, and he was a great guest. He was all fired up, a lot of energy, had a lot of fun things to say. And then he had to sit through those pitches of Tim and Richie Wilson. I want to talk to Tim about his failed pitch. I want to talk to Richie Wilson about his successful pitch. I think everyone was surprised that Shittens ended up going over well with Mr. Cuban. Yeah, I think Tim was bummed out. I know he believes in his idea. He was excited about it. I wanted to pitch his other idea, which is a leash for a television remote. I'm sorry to give that away, Tim, but
You're talking about the thing like whenever you go to the shittiest hotel in the world and they have the leash on the remote control?
Gary,
like
don't let him know that. But his app to find, clean places to go to the bathroom, I know it exists, but apparently Tim's is a little bit different, but we really didn't get to learn the details because Mark Cuban shot him down pretty quickly.
He went, eh.
Yeah.
Do you think that in Tim's pitch it was necessary to tell Mark Cuban, a guy you're A, trying to get money out of, and B, a complete stranger, he could have just said, hey, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. He didn't have to tell him that he shit all over the wall.
That's what makes Tim, Gary. He didn't have to tell him, but he wanted to, add some color to the story and get him interested, and I understand that.
Tim came to me afterwards. He's like, this app is going to kill. He's got it under control.
Yeah, get Tim down here. I want to talk to him about this app. Did you know he put $8,000 into the app already?
He told me 4, but it's going to take another 4 to get it to where he needs it to be.
Oh, okay.
So I
figured it was the other way. He said 8, which means he's probably put like 16 into it.
No, but the thing that I didn't know how to say this to Tim, because even before he went in, I was getting texts like crazy, or IMs like crazy, that there's like 50 apps that already do this. But Tim was saying that they're not interactive, but I haven't seen them. I would think they would be.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're going to go look for a bathroom, it would seem like you just Instagram a picture of a clean bathroom.
Richie Wilson, though, has put 8,000 less into his idea, and he got the endorsement from Mark Cuban. And out in the hall, you guys were buddying up. Is this gonna happen?
I put 8 minutes into this. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Quick little idea, and he liked it. He was really cool about it in the hallway.
I love the idea, by the way. As a frequent user of Man Groomer or whatever you call it, it's a great idea.
Were you surprised that he went for it like that?
No, because everybody I spoke to said it's a good idea. Like, I haven't heard anybody, no pun intended, take a shit on it.
So what are you going to do?
I'm trying to reach out to companies now about having it manufactured. I'm looking for, and if a company's interested, get in touch with me. And Rachel's at home right now. She's looking up manufacturing companies.
Here's your problem, though. What about all the other people out there listening who are doing the same thing?
I totally know that, but listen, it's out there. I knew that going into this, that I'm putting it out there.
Did Richie copyright it in any way by doing it on the show? Can he take this tape and document this date as...
Yeah, I mean, it serves as some type of copyright, but if I'm the manufacturer, I thought of that 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been working on it ever since.
But you have to have proof of that, though.
But that was exciting. I mean, look, he took you at first it was kind of goofy, but then a couple minutes in, he was taking you very seriously.
For the simple fact, he didn't tell me to get out like he told Tim.
Yeah.
And he said that, and when he said there is something there, like I almost skipped a beat, man. I was like, there's a billionaire businessman liked an idea that I pitched him, and Ronnie told me he was laughing about it and loving it all the way down the elevator. He was cracking up.
Even if you don't get a dime, at least you get that satisfaction of knowing that he endorsed your idea.
Yeah, and he told me in the hallway, he said, you really should try to get on the Shark. He said, you really should try to come on.
Oh, so get on the show.
So as soon as if he would have been here with people, I would have asked him, is there a number? How do I get in touch? But I didn't want to ask him, like, hey, give me your email address.
Are you going to change the product name if you have to get on Shark Tank? Because I don't know if they'll let you go on.
I would do a Shittens brand, because for like a guy, like a hunter, they would love to use Shittens in the woods. Like, that would be great. But I would have to change the name, somehow.
You got to change the name, because the place you need to sell it
is to moms, and
I'm not talking about that. Like, you can't get into Kmart or Target or
unless you put
DJ's
like the pound sign and percentage or whatever, tens, you know what I mean?
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah.
But even some of those places won't deal with that.
That got me 3% of the company, by the way.
You're in.
You're
in. You have 3% of nothing.
I appreciate that. The other thing, I know other people were upset, Gary, because they wanted to pitch and didn't have the opportunity to do so.
I know. We had I think we had 5 people out here altogether. You know who was supposed to pitch and declined to pitch was Scott DePace. And what happened was, basically, Scott DePace told me yesterday, I no longer believe in the video caddy. In a sense, he said 19 years ago, great idea. 9 years ago, great idea. He goes, things have changed. Everybody's got a camera on their phone, so I don't believe it anymore, and I'm not going to come and make a fool of myself.
Wow.
Well, I also know this morning he was saying he didn't know about this segment till yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So, he didn't.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, I think he wanted some preparation or to have a pitch.
For something he's been working on for 19 years?
I'm surprised. I mean, he's got a lot of pride. I know that. And he believed in that product for a very long time.
Technology's changed.
But for him to admit that, that's a big step. Now, do you think he did it just because he didn't want to do the pitch?
I think he did it because he's out of video caddies and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know if I don't know. Scott, if you're still selling them, let me know. But I think I remember him telling me he sold out.
I mean, the video caddy is 5 times bigger than the iPhone.
Yeah, but you could still, you got the brand name. You can make a smaller or
iPhone caddy, iCaddy.
You could do something like that. We're all geniuses here when it comes to this entrepreneurship. All right, Scott DePace, you weren't able to. I didn't know you gave up on the video caddy. That was news to me. Gary just told me that.
I sold the last video caddy 2 years ago, maybe.
How would we know? How would we know that?
I told you guys. I mean, it's quite obvious. I haven't had the website up for a year and a half. I don't know.
Because I check the video caddy website every day. No, it's funny. I mean, I just didn't know.
At some point, it was definitely out there. I know it's not on your radar, but you knew at some point. Trust me. I said I wasn't doing it anymore.
You're extremely entrepreneurial, though. It surprised me that you didn't pitch today.
I mean, I've got other ideas, but what Gary, it was really odd yesterday. Gary came into the control room and said, "Are you ready for tomorrow?"
Well, that's because Will had sent you 2 notes
what?
to 2 different email addresses, which I guess you don't check Lotus Notes.
I do check Lotus Notes.
Then
Never got that.
Here's the email. You can look at it. That's from last week with some other email address that I have no idea. You have 7 different email addresses.
PatMedia.net I have not had in 12 years.
How would I know that? And then the next one
How
is...
would you know that?
The next one
I
is
haven't had it in 12 years.
The next one is a Lotus Note address. Scott?
I swear to God, I did not see that. I do see it here, so I'll have to go back and check. But I did not see it.
But again, when I type in your name, and this is a bigger issue, but people have all these outstanding email addresses, and how are we supposed to know what email accounts are active?
We're all on Lotus Notes.
Then that's what we do. We use Lotus Notes only. That's fine.
Wait a minute. So I had an email address that changed about 6 months ago. I
didn't remember which one it was.
I let our IT guy know. I let Tracy know.
But I can't spend 25 minutes looking up trying to find your old email which says what your new email address is. But that's not how it works.
You know what? It's a bigger issue that's actually a Lotus Notes.
What else
issue,
can I do?
But anyway, if you had an idea to pitch, would you have pitched something if you had more time?
I have plenty of ideas, but I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I didn't know whether I needed to have artwork and all this stuff ready to go. If it was just an idea, yeah, I've got ideas, but I didn't think that he was going to take anything seriously today.
But he took Rich's idea
very seriously.
Yes, he did.
That idea is horrible.
Oh my God, you're so jealous. He totally took that idea
is
serious.
Horrible.
It is not.
You're
horrible.
not really going to do it. You're not going to do that stupid
Scott,
idea.
are you really don't think he took that idea a tiny bit serious?
I think he took.
I think he was on the show and he wanted to sort of, but
then why didn't he take Tim's idea serious?
I think he did take Tim's idea seriously. He assessed Tim's idea,
right?
Said it had been done, and said goodbye. He listened to Richie's idea.
He said you've got something there.
And I don't think he was doing it to be a nice guy.
I wouldn't invest $1 in that idea. I mean, you
don't have $1 like him to give.
A wife would do. You sure I do. A wife would do just as much as a glove. How do you take the glove off? I don't know. To me,
but that's the best thing about Shark Tank is they really don't care what the idea is.
Can it make money?
If it makes money. If Richie proves that Shittens is a moneymaker, he'll invest. Why wouldn't he?
For the guy that made Post-its, he said, "I'm going to put glue on the back of a notepad," and people would have said that's stupid, and they made billions off it.
You can't just.
Fail.
It's the same type.
Why are you so frustrated by this?
I'm not. I'm frustrated trying to explain why I think Shittens is a stupid idea, and I don't think Mark took that seriously. I think he was on the air going, "Hey, yeah, that's good, yeah." But let's see you make $1 with it. Let's see him actually put $1.
I gotta say something. I'm watching you here, and I'm not trying to open up a larger issue. I promise you. I just don't think you can revel in anybody else's success that isn't
Gary,
yours.
that is not true at all. You come up with these thoughts that there's no accuracy to that. If Richie had made $1 million, that would be awesome.
But here's a point.
I'm simply saying that Mark, I don't think he was being genuine.
And I disagree with you. What you're saying is you don't like Richie's idea. That I get. But Mark seemed genuinely interested in that. Why did everybody see that but you?
I guess you guys aren't as bright as I am. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he would put $1 into that fucking thing.
What did you think of Tim's idea?
To find a bathroom?
It was an excellent idea.
I think I can find a bathroom quite easily without an app.
Why was Yelp so successful?
Was what?
Yelp for restaurants.
That's it. But that you're getting a review. You don't review a bathroom, how clean it was.
No, I think that's what Tim is saying, that people are taking pictures and reviewing the bathroom. Here's a clean bathroom in a 25-foot vicinity.
Well, listen, I mean, I could shit in a porta-john. My wife does want a clean fucking place, so maybe there is something to it. I don't know. I wouldn't invest in it.
Tim, were you discouraged at all? I know you've put a couple bucks into this.
No, not at all. Not at all. It just propels, and I love challenges. And let's follow through with this thing and see where the challenge goes.
Where did you come up with this idea? It wasn't from the incident here.
Well, no, it was. I was thinking about this, and I went online and I looked at a couple of things, and I saw what they were, and I saw how the ugly meter took off. I saw how Yelp worked. I saw that there were applications on the web or on iTunes and so forth that were that identified restrooms, but this has other layers to it and other services to a potential user. So I thought, why not?
What other? I mean, I know you don't want to give away the tricks of the trade, but what other services could it possibly have?
Well, there's communication. There's a rating service on it. There's other, community type things where you can participate. There's
Wait, how do you participate in the bathroom?
Because you
tap
pictures.
your foot and you can find gay guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So but you take pictures. You upload the pictures. People, it's like a lot like what Yelp is.
Scott, what are you making faces for? You think this is a dumb idea?
No, it's not.
Of course.
It's not a dumb idea.
I don't know. I don't see
I think it's a really short time to guys just start putting pictures of their junk on there.
That too.
And then you'll be a millionaire.
Exactly right.
And Tim, you put $8,000 into this?
No, not $8,000, but it's. I put about $4,000 into it just to check it out and understand it, and to realize what it's all about.
You should talk to me. I've got plenty of good app ideas.
How did the video caddy do?
Why did you use any of them?
Yeah.
Because I'm too ballsy to invest $4,000 like he did. I mean, I'm not ballsy enough. Right. Sorry.
Hey, I'm Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, on TV show Shark Tank, and a whole lot of other things, and I'm fired up to be on the show with Howard. It's actually, I think this is my third time. It's the first time in 8 years, so I think he forgot about me. But I'm a huge Howard fan, and whatever he wants to talk about, we'll talk about Shark Tank, we'll talk about the NBA, we'll talk about business, and I don't know, Howard, best interviewer in the world, so I'm sure I'll come up with something interesting and different.
Absolutely, and since it's been almost a decade now, you're going to be sitting down with the uncensored version of Howard. So
yeah, and that's true. And so, you know, who the fuck knows what'll come up? I don't care. That's the beauty of coming on Howard Stern show. You just never know what direction he's going to take it, and you just never know what he's going to ask you. So that makes it fun.
All right. We'll see you in the studio, Mark.
Can't wait.
I was talking to Mark Cuban in the green room. I told him you go to the games. I was like, he was very excited by that.
Yeah.
But he said, like, people don't want to talk about basketball anymore. It's just people stop on the street constantly. Just want to fucking pitch them, their dopey inventions.
Well, yeah, he's on TV. It's awesome. You like that show?
Oh, I love it. My favorite show on TV.
People love that show.
Watch it.
The guys,
it's American Idol.
The guys are so fucking smart, Howard, and savvy, and they know their shit, and they call bullshit. So it's a great show.
Right, because they're businessmen.
Yeah, that's what it is. They don't care about the idea. They care if it's making money. That's it.
Right.
Like if you come with the flashlight, you can make money. They don't care.
Right.
Oh, whoa, there he is. Look at you. Hey, man, what's happening? Long time no see.
Been a long time.
How long has it been?
8 years.
Wow.
8 years.
Well, I guess you finally have something to say.
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
I hope you missed me, Robin. I missed you.
Is life great being a billionaire?
I'm the luckiest motherfucker in the world. Every single day I wake up and go, if I can't have fun, then something's wrong.
What level do you take it to, though? Because we don't really see your lifestyle.
I just, I'm pretty much the same guy I was before I had money, but I just don't put any limits on myself. So if I want to do something and I think it'll be fun, I can do it.
How many homes do you have?
Like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Caymans, New York, L.A., Miami, Dallas. I got 5, I guess, yeah.
What's your favorite place to live in?
Dallas is my favorite place to live, but I like to get away to the Caymans because it's close. It's only a 3-hour flight from Dallas. It's not like a big fancy. It's not like going to the south of Spain where everybody's partying all the time. I got 3 kids now, so it's laid back and we can have fun.
Miami's more of a party town for a single guy, right?
Yeah, I've had this place for like 15 years.
Is it a private home or do you live in like a penthouse?
Yeah, it's more of a penthouse in a building. Yeah.
I see. Is that noisy or is that where you go to really unload?
No, it's just like one of those spots that I've had. When I was single, right? When I was making the rounds, I bought it and it was like, oh, this place is badass. So I'll buy it, and then I've just kept it. I've just never done anything with it.
Super rich people, like billionaires, they don't sell their properties necessarily because it's like, why bother?
Why
you just
bother?
keep it around.
That's the truth, right? Because it's more of a hassle. I've got my stuff there. It's easy. Why mess with it?
So if I wanted to buy your place in Miami from you, I'd have to offer you some astronomical amount of money or something to turn you on because there's
to make it worth your while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth the hassle. I mean, I got clothes there. That's probably the best part about having these places because when I go to a different city, I got my stuff. So I've got like everything down there. I've got a stocked refrigerator.
Now,
so
who does all that? In other words, if you have 5
you got to have staff.
In other words, if you have 5 homes, okay, so you decide you're going to go to Dallas. I don't know. You decide you're going to go to Cayman Islands. You've got to have a bunch of people who live there who at any moment's notice when you say I'm coming down have to prepare that home for you, right?
Only in the Caymans because it's got like 600 feet of beach, and so you've got to like take care of the beach. But everywhere else, I just have a guy, just someone who will, hey, I'm coming down, I'm bringing the kids or not bringing the kids, stock the fridge, make sure everything's ready to go, and that's it.
Do you have a personal chef who prepares your meals?
Me personally, no, but we just got one at home. Like, with kids, my biggest fear in life is that my kids turn out to be messed up. Right. And so at home, my kids are 3, 6, and 9.
Right.
And so we have a nanny that works probably 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
A nanny for each kid, or just one nanny?
No, just one nanny.
One nanny.
Oh, you're so cheap.
Come on now, Robin.
I know wealthy guys who have a nanny for each kid.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
and they're around the clock.
Right. No, we won't do that. Like, our nanny's there to help. With 3 kids, if you can afford help, you get the help, right?
Sure.
And then after that, when she's gone, it's just normal, right? We'll take the kids to school, pick them up, take them to dance, right? I've got my
all of that, huh?
All of that. I got my daddy-daughter dance tomorrow night.
But don't the kids fuck up your lifestyle, Mark? Because you being a wealthy man, you want to go to Cayman Islands for 5 weeks. They've got school. You've got to stay there. They've screwed it all up, haven't they?
Yes and no, man. You know, on one side, that is the screw up, right? But other than it's my kids, right?
How are you going to prevent your children from becoming screwballs?
That scares the shit out of me.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, they're going to be spoiled, right?
No, I mean, they're spoiled. I mean, you know, when your daughter, my 9-year-old, like, kind of freaks out if she has to travel commercial.
Right.
You know, she doesn't quite get it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that scares the hell out of me. But, I mean, we do everything possible just to make it normal, like we're a regular family.
When, you know, I think what it's contingent upon is your wife being really strong.
Yes.
If she's a douche, like, and not necessarily.
They'll run right over her.
There's
Is that
a
what
lot
you're
of
saying?
women who do not know how to discipline kids or tell
That's
them no.
not my wife. She,
Your wife knows how to say no to them?
Oh, she will kick their ass just like she'll kick mine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, most women in theory think they can do it, but then they
It's
buckle.
a hard job to be consistent. That's
Well,
the problem.
you'll come downstairs and say, "Kids, go to bed," and then your wife will undo it. You know what I mean? Well, if she does that, you're doomed. Your kids will be.
No, it's
fucked up.
exact opposite.
is.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, we'll stay up. Like my 3-year-old son, I'm like, let's watch Transformers. We'll stay up and watch Batman.
Right.
You can fall asleep with me, and my wife's like, get the hell to bed, right? So
Is having a son more fun because you get to watch Transformers and Batman and stuff and do all the cool
hell
stuff you
yes.
like?
Are you kidding
And then
me?
you're going to do the basketball thing and
Oh
all
yeah,
the sports.
I went through 6 until my son was born. I love my daughters to death, right? But
I'm
six
sure.
6 years of hair and nails, right?
and Barbie movies.
Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal, right? And so, you know, Daddy, do you like my dress? Daddy, what about my hair? Daddy doesn't like my hair. You
Mark,
know.
you're a very bright guy, and I read something you said, and I responded to this. The advice that people are giving children now to follow their dreams.
Ugh.
You hate that.
I hate it.
And I happen to agree with you. Explain.
Well, everybody dreams about something. Everybody dreams, right? Everybody's passionate about something, especially when you're young. You're going to play the guitar. You're going to be a baseball player. You're going to be a singer. You're going to be a rock and roll star, right? Everybody's got that, but, you know, where do you spend your time? Right? You can talk about it, but where do you actually work at? And, you know, everybody talks about following their dreams and passions. I say you follow your effort.
Right.
Because if you're working at it, you're going to get good at it. And if you're good at it, you're going to like it. And if you like it, you can be great at it.
You're so right. Our kids today told too much that, oh, you're such geniuses. You're so brilliant at everything. You're so good and talented. And meanwhile, they don't have a fucking ounce of talent, do they?
Absolutely. Like my wife and I had this conversation, right? Talking about who wears the pants.
Right.
She was like, look, you know, we want to build them up and give them confidence, but we have to install a dose of reality. You know, so if my daughter can't sing, you got to tell her, you got to keep on working at it, right? It's not about saying you're good when you're not. You know, you've got to have a dose of reality, and that you're right. It hurts kids.
Billionaires who I've seen who actually raise kids who are not assholes. There's a guy I know, Leon Black. Do you know Leon?
I've met him. I don't know him.
His kids are so together.
Really?
I see that family and I go, wow, this guy really did it right. Whatever he did, because he's a billionaire. They can have anything. He's got a massive art collection. He used to own Sirius. That's how I met him and became friendly with him. His kids are, you know, and even, I know you've got a rivalry with Trump, but it looks like Trump's kids.
That turned out all right.
Really, it's a testament to his parenting and his wife's parenting.
Or somebody.
Somebody
got it right. Right, they seem to be
No, I've
together
met him. I
kids.
met Ivanka, you know, Junior. I mean, they're cool kids. I mean, the daughter is super smart.
Right. Wharton School of Business.
Yeah, she
this
knows
kind of
her
thing.
shit. Right. So hopefully ours will turn out the same.
Your rivalry with Donald Trump. I remember you had a show that was similar to The Apprentice.
Yeah, The Benefactor back in the day.
And Trump said to you, "Fuck you, Mark Cuban."
He even sent me a letter after we got canceled. He even sent me a letter saying, "I told you it was going to fail." You know.
Yeah. Was that personally difficult for you that the show that was like The Apprentice failed for you because Trump was like needling you?
Absolutely. I'm so competitive. I'm so competitive, you know, especially in business. Business is the ultimate sport.
Right.
You know, people like, I'll talk to the Mavs, I'll talk to other athletes. I'm like, you think you got it hard, right? You compete for 48 minutes or 60 minutes. You practice a couple hours a day.
Right.
You know, in the media business and all businesses, it's 24/7 by 365 by forever. And there's a 12-year-old and an 80-year-old trying to kick your ass, right?
Right.
And so anytime I lose, I'm so competitive. It just killed me.
Do you go through a depression of sorts when something like that happens, when a failure occurs? And you're not used to failure.
No,
I mean,
not
you've
at all.
succeeded in your life. I mean, you've made a tremendous amount of money. You've been successful in business, and you're having a fun life and an enjoyable life. But when a failure occurs, how do you deal with that?
I get fired up to work harder at something else. It motivates me, you know.
When Trump sent you the letter, did you write him back and say, "Hey, I'm going to beat you at something else"? Yeah,
no, I framed it. I framed it and put it right on my desk to remind me and to keep me going, right?
Right, sure.
And it's right there every day.
That letter sits on your desk.
It's right next to the NBA trophy.
No kidding.
That's no lie.
So does it represent the highs and the lows?
It just represents I don't like failing, and that because you know what it's like, right? There, in any business, there's just those mornings where you're just dragging, right? And there's just those moments where you're not at the top of your game, and you just need something just to fire you up, and that's there.
The NBA trophy. Is it true you went out that night and got a $90,000 bottle of champagne and drank it?
Yep.
What is a $90,000 bottle of champagne?
What does it taste like?
It tastes great.
Does it? Do you think you'd know the difference between...
Absolutely not.
Right.
Especially since I was so trashed when I got it.
Is that something you do because it's just because you've got the money? And
because
why
I can.
Why shouldn't I try it in life?
Because I can.
I've worked hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a charitable guy. I'm this, I'm that. But maybe I could blow $90,000. But don't you, as a guy who didn't grow... I don't know. You didn't grow up with a lot.
Oh, no. My dad was an upholsterer. Yeah.
When you spend $90,000 for a bottle of champagne, I don't care how much money I'll ever have in life. I could not spend $90,000 on a bottle of champagne.
I had to. We had just won the NBA championship.
That's true.
And it was just such a unique moment. And there's a backstory, right?
Right.
So we're in Miami, and thank you. You sent me an email, and I really appreciate that. I loved it.
It was great.
The night before, I had taken some Mavs customers to this club, Live, in Miami, right?
Right.
And I'm nervous as hell. I've got this customer. I'm not drinking. The DJ spots me, and he goes, "You know what we do to Cubans in Miami? We smoke them. Let's go Heat." This whole club is going, "Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat." So the next night, we win in Miami, right?
Right.
Wow.
And we're drinking, the champagne in the locker room, and one of the guys goes, Jason Terry goes, "We got to go out." I'm like, I got the spot, right? And so I wanted to walk into that club holding that $90,000 bottle of champagne and the championship trophy just to shove it up their ass, right? But it gets better. But wait,
$90,000 for that.
Okay, so quick backstory. Like 2 years ago, I had my identity stolen by two Puerto Rican guys in Brooklyn.
Right. Big shot, yeah.
No, they ordered pizza. They somehow figured out got my credit card, right?
Right.
And they ordered pizza. The pizza guy shows up and goes, "You're not Mark Cuban." Busted him, right?
Right.
But ever since then, every 6 months, I roll over my credit cards, right?
Right.
And switch them. And so, I go in. We had just won the championship. The guy sells me on the $90,000 bottle of champagne. I give him my black Amex. It gets declined. I had it called in, right? You had to turn it on.
You as an owner, I think you probably took the most pride in that win because most of the owners don't like you, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they like you?
Don't they
because
like you?
Because you're flamboyant?
Yeah, it's changing some, because the old school guys didn't like me, but they're selling the teams or dying off or what.
out.
Yeah, but so there's a newer generation of owner now who kind of looks up to me because I've been doing it.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You're out there meeting the fans. You're doing your thing.
No, it's like, look, if it's your company, people better know how to get a hold of you, right? I mean, it's your deal, and you represent it every minute of the day, and so they didn't like that. But now it's kind of changing, and then now it's like, are you going to be the next Mark Cuban as an owner?
As a spectator, I love watching basketball. I don't follow it like as precisely as most people, but it is some sport
You
to
don't
watch.
follow it, Howard.
But I go
Hey,
to
Gary
like the
told me
Knicks.
you're going to the Knicks games now.
I've been going for years. I love watching masterful athletes play.
It's amazing, isn't it? These guys
really
are just
is.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they're the best athletes. Basketball players up and down that court. I don't know how the hell they do it.
It's incredible, and the effort. People don't really appreciate just how fast and how big they are and how difficult a game it is.
I mean, you talk about, owning a team, and you found it so enjoyable. But when you went to buy a Major League Baseball team, the owners kept you out of baseball, right?
Yeah, basically.
Why do you
guys.
think they did?
They were afraid I'd spend too much to win, and I think they knew I would do anything to win. I mean, legal, within.
And that's bad for the sport?
Was that your MO in basketball?
Absolutely.
That you went out and said, I'm going to get the best talent, I'm
Whatever
going to
it
hire
takes.
the best guys, whatever I got to do.
Whatever I got to do, yeah. And the owners in the NBA freaked out about it. And there's a couple guys that also own Major League Baseball teams that had the power to keep me out, and they did.
Did you end up
But
overpaying?
other teams, wouldn't they want to do the same thing?
No, they can't. See, the difference between the two sports, Robin, is in baseball there's no salary cap, so there's no limit on how much you can spend.
Right.
Whereas in basketball,
you could kill
there's
people. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just crush them.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you end up overpaying for a lot of players?
Yeah.
You did.
Who'd you overpay for?
Who was your biggest mistake?
Oh, I hate to kill guys, but we made a trade early on in my career for with the Denver Nuggets, and we probably overpaid a guy named Rafe LaFrance more than anybody else.
Right.
And
Yeah,
hey,
'cause I
Rafe's a
don't know
good
him.
guy. Yeah, Rafe's a great guy.
What'd you pay him?
I think we gave him a $45 million contract, and then as soon as we realized it was a mistake, we traded him.
When you're writing those kinds of checks, because ultimately it comes out of your pocket.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Does that scare the shit out of you? You start to wonder. I know I've got $2.5 billion or something crazy like that, but you say, hey, that can also run out too. I mean, these guys can go through money.
Yeah, they can go through money.
Did it get scary?
Yeah, it's gotten scary, but not so much on the money as it is on the wins and losses, right?
Yeah.
Because the way it works, you only have 15 players, so it's not like baseball where you can just get rid of one and bring in another.
Right.
So if you're stuck underneath that salary cap, you're stuck.
Right.
And so that scares me as much as anything because, I can always bust my ass and figure out ways to make money, but winning in the NBA or any professional sport is hard.
Because after you make $2.5 billion, and we'll go into how you made that money, but after you win $2.5 billion, you should
didn't
probably
win it, he made it.
I mean, after you made it, you should really say to yourself, hey, fuck it. I'm never going to work again. I'm not going to take any risk. I'm going to just live off the interest of this money.
Exactly what I said to myself, but I couldn't do it.
You wanted to be a guy who was relevant in the NBA of all things.
I just want, you know what? Okay, so I was a Mavs season ticket holder before I bought the team.
Right.
And I would just go to the games, be a fan, and they sucked. Right. And then I just made all this money. I just sold my company, and I don't want to say it was burning a hole in my pocket, but it was there.
Right.
And so I'm at the game. It's the opening of the 99-2000 season. I'm like, I can do a better. It's not a sellout, and I'm all fired up to the start of the year. And I'm like, I can do a better fucking job than this guy.
Right.
Right? So I'm like, hey, wait a second. I'm a rich motherfucker now.
Right.
So I'll buy the team.
In a sense, you're right, because don't you always feel like a poor guy even though you have $2.5 billion?
Yeah. I mean, look at me, right?
Yeah, but that takes a certain psychological leap, because you got to go, man, I've got $2.5 billion. I'm not going to run out of money.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's and too, right? That's the change. That's the transition where it's like, okay, I don't want to lose who I am, right? And I don't want to, lose, grasp of, the traditions, my family, my background, and everything. But hey, there's a brave new world out there. How am I going to get into it?
Has your team gone up in value? Mm-hmm. If you sold the team now, what would you get for it? I mean, what would be your price?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't sell. I mean,
The only price where I'd have to at least consider it would be $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider less.
What did you pay for it?
$285.
$285 million.
Right.
And now you think the value would be about $1 billion.
I wouldn't sell it for less than that. I mean, if someone third party were valuing, they'd probably say $600 to $700 million.
So it was a very good financial move for you.
It wasn't
to buy a
bad.
team.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Do you have partners in that, or you?
Some of the guys that were partners in the team before I bought it stayed on as minority owners.
Right.
But I have complete control.
Yeah, they believed in you, and they said, "Hey, we're going to stay on." That is unbelievable.
It is.
And you know, luck seems to not luck. You make very smart decisions.
No, Howard. I'm a lucky motherfucker.
No. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. I read something about you that just blew my mind. I didn't even know this. The airlines used to have a lifetime ticket.
Yeah.
You could buy the American. What is it? American Airlines.
American Airlines Air Pass.
This
And I
sounds
carried around
crazy.
just to remind myself.
The American Airlines Air Pass was. What did you pay? $145,000.
$125.
All right. For $125,000, you get this card.
Right.
And this card entitles you for the rest of your life.
Me and somebody else.
You and someone else can fly for free.
Anywhere.
And you can also they have to kick off somebody off a flight if you are flying.
Yes, I can just walk up to any. Now I've transferred to my dad now, right?
Yeah, you can do it. It's transferable.
One time.
Wow.
One time, right? So I transferred to my, but
because now you fly private.
Right. I was 29 years old when I bought it, right?
Yeah.
And I used to walk into clubs.
You had $145,000 to blow on an airline.
Yeah.
pass
Well,
when
see,
you were-
my first company I sold for $6 million, and I was
see.
29.
What was that company?
It was called Micro Solutions. We did local area networks, wrote software, technology type stuff. Right?
Okay, so you had $6 million, and even still, you said to yourself, "Hey, that's a good deal. $145,000 for the rest of my life. I can fly an American Airlines. What a dumb fucking move, right?"
Yeah, 145.
But back then, they just wanted corporate accounts, right? And I remember, so I just sold that company. I was 29. My buddies, what do you do? Buy a car, buy a house? I'm like, nah. We're sitting at one of those old school steakhouses that have the phones there, right?
Yeah.
So bring me the phone, right? I'm fucked up out of my mind. We're doing shots. And I'm like, hello, do you guys sell lifetime passes? And they're like, yes, let me put you through. And so the next day, hangover and all, I bought one. And I would go out with my buddies. One time, one of my buddies like, "Oh, Mark, your 30th birthday's coming up. It's the Olympics. Let's go to Barcelona." I'm like, we just walked right to the airport and went right to Barcelona.
How many people do you think in this world bought an American Airlines Air Pass?
I don't. Maybe too many because they stopped selling.
They stopped the program.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a really dumb thing for them to do.
Yeah, I remember sitting there going, "Okay, maybe it might cost me 12 cents a mile, what a deal." So
Well, I remember there used to be a Victani. Ever remember them?
Yeah.
They were like an exercise place, and
Yep.
they would sell lifetime memberships. They went out of business because you can't. You gotta renew these things. Prices go up. I mean, the price of gas now and fuel. I mean,
it's crazy.
This is crazy.
It's crazy. And I loved it. I mean, literally, I would walk into clubs, and I would be, talking to some girl, and I'm like, let's just go to Vegas.
Wow.
Oh,
you must have been getting laid left and right.
I was having fun. Absolutely.
And the weird thing is that they have to guarantee you a seat also. Yep. And what happened? One time you went on and they threw off a very famous person.
Yeah,
for
Magic
you.
Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Huh?
Yeah.
What, are you kidding?
Now, he was in other words, because you had this pass.
Yep.
They had to throw someone off.
And he got the low stick. He got the small stick.
Did Magic Johnson realize you were the guy?
Oh, no, he had no idea who I was.
But you saw him going on.
Oh, obviously I know who Magic Johnson was,
and
right?
you must have been like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm with a blonde, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
What a great story.
It was great. It was a story.
Does he know? Does he know?
I've said it to him, but he don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to think about it. But do you get to pick who gets kicked off? That would even be better. Another 20 grand.
Kick off Magic Johnson.
Money is a good thing. Money can buy you happiness, can't it?
You know what? If you're already happy, it can make you a whole lot happier.
You seem very happy. Getting back to baseball for a second. If had you become an owner, it would have been very exciting for you. What was the team you tried to buy?
I tried to buy 3 of them, actually. I tried to buy the Pirates.
What did you offer for the Pirates?
I didn't make an actual offer for the Pirates.
because I talked to the guy, said he wouldn't sell. Because I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Right.
And then I tried to buy the Chicago Cubs.
Right.
And the guy who owned the team at the time was a guy named Sam Zell, who bought Chicago Tribune.
Right.
And we were talking in the $800 million range. I said, okay, that's legit.
Right.
But I said, I don't want to go through this whole crazy process. I'm like, just sit down with me and we'll do a handshake deal and work out a deal. He wouldn't sit down, and so I made an offer for like $800 million, and somebody paid more.
Right.
And then the last time was the Texas Rangers that were going through bankruptcy, and I just didn't have enough. It was all within a 2-week period, and
You couldn't put it together that
I
fast.
couldn't get enough together fast enough because I had to write the check there and then.
Wow. And somebody was able to write a check that
Well,
fast?
it was all set up in the bankruptcy court. They had a stalking horse, white horse guy who already had the whole thing set up, and they were doing their best to keep me out. So
$800 million was a pretty damn good offer. Probably he went to the other owners and they would not approve you. I would
no,
think.
there's no way they would have approved me.
Because you, again, would have
Because of
driven
me.
up the prices.
Yeah,
and they said, we don't need this guy. That's so fucked up, isn't it?
No, actually, I'm glad it turned out that way.
Why?
Because I'd be out in the stands, I'd be out in the bleachers in Chicago at Wrigley Field drinking beer and eating hot dogs all day long and weigh 300 pounds.
How much of your day is spent running your professional basketball team?
Not much.
You have a general manager. He worries
Yeah,
about it. How
yeah.
often do they report to you?
It just goes in streaks. So, like, right now is the trade deadline's coming up tomorrow.
Right.
And so we'll talk all day today and tomorrow.
Right.
And then during the summer, the same type of thing. We'll talk all during the summer because of free agency.
And why do you want to talk to them? Because you want to know what your budget's going to be? You want to know, hey, how much do you guys really want to spend for this
Well,
guy?
I'm more involved in that, right? It's not just about the money. It's like which players, what's the goal, what are we trying to do with the team? And, it's like a stock portfolio. Even though your broker may be the guy, right, you still have to understand and make the final decision. So I have to make the final call.
Do some owners stay completely absent from that kind of thing?
Yeah,
They do.
They just say, here's the budget. But and my guys already know me, right? It's like,
Right.
Because right now we won the championship, and then we had a lot of older players, and so we let some of our guys go. And we're not rebuilding, but we're regrouping under the new collective bargaining agreement. And so now is a more difficult time for us. So it's more important decisions. So I'm more involved.
If I'm a GM, do I want an owner who's like you, or do I want a hands-off owner more?
Depends what kind of budget he gives you, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, if you have an unlimited budget, then that's what you want.
Do you
guess.
have an unlimited budget?
No, because with the new NBA rules, you can spend if you spend stupid,
Yeah.
you can't fix your mistakes. Like they just changed all the rules within the past 18 months after we had this big lockout, right? And so in the past, when you made a mistake like Rafe LaFrance, I could just trade it away and just spend more and fix the problem. Now you can't just spend more to fix the problem.
What's in your mind, the number that a budget should be for your team this year?
Well, now because of the rules, we'll only spend, I think, $60 million in salary, which is the lowest since I've been there.
Yeah.
But that resets us to go out and spend more. So the way the new deal works is you have to take a step backwards for a year, maybe 2 years, then you can start spending the money again because you have room to spend the money. So it just changed.
Don't you think with the hit show Shark Tank, you've had your revenge on Donald Trump, that you're now part of a hit show? The show's a hit.
Oh, it's killing it, and we killed The Apprentice now.
Did you write?
Did you write Donald?
Oh, I did. I told him.
What did you write? What was the note?
Oh, I just tweeted him, right? I just tweeted him. I said, hey, Donald, look at your numbers, look at our numbers, and you decide.
And did he respond to that?
No, he didn't.
He did not like
and
that.
look, I love to pick on Donald, but because he fights back, right?
Right.
But I like him. I actually do like him, but I just like to pick on him. He's an easy target.
Let me understand something about Shark Tank. It's you and a couple other guys.
4 other guys.
Who sit there, because you're rich guys, you actually would put up your own money. If you hear a good idea, you will invest in it.
Our own money.
How many ideas have you invested in?
I don't know the exact number. I think 10, 12. I don't know the exact number.
You took your own money and you said, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Have any of them made money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all but one. One's breaking even, one's gone out of business, and the rest are making at least a little bit more.
What is the idea that went out of business that you thought was going to be good?
It was a company called Toy Guru. It was Netflix for toys. So you know how when you have young kids, they fall out of love with their toys every 2 months, right?
Right.
So you paid this company $35 or $40 a month, and they would send you $300 worth of toys in a big old box.
Right.
When you're bored with them, You send them back, they disinfect them, and they send them to someone else, and they send you a whole new batch of toys. So your kids get new toys every couple months.
Right.
And you just swap them out all the time. And we used it at home, and my kids loved it.
Uh-huh.
But the lady who was running it just, you know, she couldn't get her act together. She didn't
Right.
know what to do. She would, you know, we would sit down and talk to her and say, okay, do A, B, and C, and business will grow. And when she would do it, things would go well. And when she wouldn't, you know, she'd lose customers.
So how much money do you lose on a deal like Toy Guru?
Toy Guru lost $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you make it up on these
Oh,
other
yeah,
businesses.
more than make it up.
What's
yeah.
the best one you invested in?
The best one so far, there's been 3 or 4 really good ones. The best one, it looks like it's going to be this company called Surfset Fitness.
Well, go ahead.
These kids, these guys, hockey player and his girlfriend in New Hampshire like to surf. And you can only surf for a couple months, you know, at most in New Hampshire.
That's right.
And so he took a surfboard, and you know, when you go to the gym, they have these bonsai balls, things that you can work on your balance and everything.
Yeah.
Right? So he reconfigured something like bonsai balls, put it under a surfboard, tied it all together, and recreated the effect of surfing indoors.
Wow.
And so he made it into like a formal product, and he sells them to gyms now, and gyms teach classes around these boards. And it's almost like Zumba, you know, where the gym buys 10 of these boards, and every class they charge like $25, $30 a class, and he collects money when he sells the boards and every time they teach a class by a certified instructor. And so he did, maybe when he came on the show, he was doing $18,000, $25,000 a month. He'll do $5 million this year.
Wow.
And his margins are 30-40%.
Wow.
Easy. And it can keep on going up from there.
Hey, let me understand something. If I want to learn how to surf, do you think that I could sort of master the technique by just using the board?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I have no danger because I've
You
always
won't
wanted.
fall in the water.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted to surf, but I'm 59 years old. I don't want to kill myself, and I don't want to get eaten by a shark.
You know,
seems
it's good and bad, though. So I went and did the class, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm 54, right? So I'm getting confident, right? And I do this little jump, right? And we're filming an update for Shark Tank, and I got too cocky. My legs went out from underneath me, and they got me just busted on my ass, right?
Oh, no.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
but
you kill yourself.
It's surfsetfitness.com, so you can check it out.
So some of these things, so that's going to make some money for you.
That one's making me. Another related one, different company, but a guy, towerpaddleboard.com. Have you seen stand-up paddleboarding?
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, he's killing it. So these guys went from doing $18,000 a month. They did, and his show was like a year ago. He did $2.1 million this year, and he'll do $3 million this coming year.
And what is he selling?
He sells stand-up paddleboards.
Oh,
and inflatables and regulars.
But isn't he competing with a bunch of other companies?
Yeah, but he's doing. He's got a great product. It's
Why
less
was his product so great?
2 reasons. One, it's less expensive. It's well done. It's less expensive, and he gives you a bunch of options in size and inflatable, so you can carry it around, blow it up, whatever. So if you go to if you have a summer home or you just summer vacation, you can't leave your board there, then you use an inflatable so you can take it with you back.
So
and
you
forth.
don't. So you put up the seed money for this guy. How much did you put up on that one?
I think $300,000, I think, and he's been growing so fast. I've given him some additional money to help finance his receivables to help him continue to grow.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable. So the show is a success. You know, I would think that on the sly, the network gives you some dough to give these guys.
No.
It's not like
that's
that.
actually the worst part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Because
giving up your own money.
Well, not the own money; it's the time.
Do you get paid to do the show?
Yeah, we get like $18,000 an episode. Nothing.
I see. It's not about that.
No,
it's that
not
you're
about that.
getting the opportunity to hear these
It's
ideas.
Exactly. And actually, you know, because to get on the show, people will push down the valuations of their companies.
Right.
Because they had 40,000 people apply to present products on the show last year, and I think 125 made it. And they're just starting auditions now, or not auditions, but whatever you call it, presentations now for people to come on the show, and they expect over 75,000 people to apply.
Wow, it's unreal.
So you're really getting bargains when you...
Yeah, because they'll push down the valuation. So if this went out in the open market, it'd be more.
It's fun doing this show. I'm having a fun time with America's Got Talent. It's a similar kind of thing. You sit there and you hopefully some magic happens, you know?
And you see amazing things, right, that you don't expect.
Do me a favor. There's 3 guys who work for me who want to pitch you, legitimately want to pitch you.
Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, you'll do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This gentleman's name is Tim Sabian. He is our program
Don't worry,
manager.
your wallet's safe.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, why not?
Why
did
not?
you hear my invention, by the way?
Yeah, the penis pad?
The penis pad.
Yeah, as long as you're tweeting pictures, it'll be a huge hit.
No interest in that. That's a losing proposition.
No, I think you ought to go ahead and do it.
I mean, if I told you, Mark, that there's a company that has, and now this is Playtex, and they advertise with me. It's a wipe that you wipe down your balls, cock and balls, and ass area before and after sex, and it's it's very gentle. You don't get a rash. You wouldn't invest in that, would you?
It'd be a tough sell.
Yeah, Playtex.
Well, for them, it's easy, right? It's perfect. It's
But
right
why
in their
wouldn't you invest in that?
Because, I don't have the vehicle.
In other words, they're geared up for this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's their business.
But you're not geared up for surfboard shit and all that
No,
stuff.
but the guys who invested with were.
They're tooled up.
Right, they're
so
tooled up, literally.
So a lot of people, you're saying, can have a good idea, but they've got to be tooled up.
Right, you've got to be, there's certain things I can't sell. Like if one of these guys comes in and brings me frozen food.
Right.
I don't know how to help sell frozen food, right? So I'm not going to do it.
Tim, go ahead. What is your idea?
Bring it on, Tim.
My idea. Hey, Mark, welcome here.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a $250,000 investment on 50% equity in this business.
Okay.
It's an application that I had an unfortunate situation about a few months ago in the bathroom here, where if I was walking to work, I got sick and left the bathroom a mess.
A mess. He shit everywhere, all over our bathroom. But go ahead.
So I've come up with a clean restrooms app. CRAP. CR, Clean Restrooms.
Okay,
app.
nice name, yeah.
Okay, download it onto your phone at 99 cents. If I had the ability to do this as I was walking to work, I could have stopped in anywhere and gotten my shit together.
What does it tell you? It tells you.
It tells you where the
if
nearest
I had
bathroom
the app on my
is.
phone, it would give
there's already an app that does that.
This not what this does. Not what this does.
Okay, go ahead.
Not what this does.
Why is yours different?
Because it also has interaction with the user, where they can upload pictures of the app, of the clean restrooms. That it's a community.
So it's Insta-tush?
It's exactly. It's like
there
when
an app that tells you where a bathroom is.
Yes, there are. But
because I know when I was looking for jobs in Manhattan when I was a kid, I used the library and I was just thinking, I wish I knew where there was a clean bathroom.
It's what Yelp is to restaurants. Crap is to restaurants.
All right, hold on. You made your pitch. Mark Cuban, any interest in this?
Because $250,000 for a crappy app.
We can negotiate.
How about you just give him $250,000?
Yeah, why not?
All right, get out of here, Tim. Thank you very much. Very good. Yeah. What is it?
Tim's invested a good chunk of his own money in this already.
How much have you invested into this?
A chunk, a little bit.
How much?
But
how much did you invest of your own money?
Okay, $8,000 in this thing. Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this. You saw what the ugly meter did in one day.
That's true.
It did over $500,000 in sales in one day.
It did already?
It did already in one day.
Not yours.
So
not
something
yours.
called the
No,
ugly
not mine.
meter.
So there's been a model already.
Get out.
But they respect them. Get out of here.
Get out of here. You're out. You hit the buzzer.
I've got another one.
He's got another one.
What happened? I thought you were going to pitch your remote control leash.
Well, that was the other one. But I sat last time, did this, Right,
it
was 10:30 at night. I wanted to go to bed.
All right, good night. I don't know I don't even know if you want to hear the other ones.
Are they worse than that?
You want to hear one more?
It's all your call, Howard.
I don't know. Richie, what is yours? This is something called shittins.
Oh, God.
Everything was shit. What's with you guys? All right, quickly, the pitch. Go ahead, Richie.
All right, this is the best app. Tim is
An
the
app.
perfect not app, a product.
Okay.
And you would love this. It's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten. Because when you wipe your ass, the last thing you want is fecal matter on your hands, under your nails. So I call them shittins.
Okay.
All right.
And it's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten that you put on your hands. So that way your hands are totally clean.
Okay, how much money are you looking for?
$25,000 to start.
And what percentage of the company do I get?
You'll get 50.
Okay, how long have you been making these?
About a day.
Oh, okay. So you've got a long history with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the clean.
How are you going to get shittins made for $25,000?
You can't even sell that name.
Yeah, I can get them made.
Yeah, and who's going to buy something called Shittens
Well,
in the supermarket?
that's my one problem, the product name. But it's a great name. It's a great name, Shittens.
What are they made? What's it made out of?
It's a baby wipe that you can actually split into a mitten.
Is it eco-friendly?
Yes, flushable, eco-friendly, and you could. It's super clean. It's if you have babies. I have Crohn's disease. I could definitely use something like this when I have a problem.
Yeah.
For nurses who have to clean up.
Well,
old
just
men,
think all those.
This is super clean.
All those locations around the world where they don't have toilet paper, right? If you have your Shittens
You're
with you,
shitting with you,
right?
yeah.
So
Exactly.
Mark, you getting turned on by this? Honestly,
have you looked at international distribution?
Not yet.
So you really don't have a company yet. This is just an idea.
I spoke to a bunch of women who have children who have like incontinent grandparents, and they would love something like this.
You know what? It's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
But the problem is, it's just an idea.
It's in the ground floor.
Just an idea, right?
I understand. This is like our writing meetings where guys blurt out an idea. They go, "Hey, let's get President Obama on." They go, "Yeah, that's a good idea, but like, how are we going to get him?" And, you know, so in other words, Mark is saying you have a good idea.
I'm on the bottom floor,
but you don't even have a manufacturer.
You don't have any. You haven't done the work yet.
I just started this.
Come back when you've got a company.
I'll give you my information and we'll talk.
Give me your information.
Wow.
But
Fair
come
deal.
back when you've
Fair
got
deal.
a company.
I
It's
quit.
not a horrible idea.
Thank you. I mean, I'm shocked.
Let me help you out, Richie. Get me a phone call to China. We need Chinese people to make Shittens. Shittens. Get out of here with that.
He names a product Shittens.
Mark,
like, where are you going to market that?
What did you just spit into?
Oh, I've had a cold, man. I got it from my son.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
I'm not.
That was gross.
It was gross. I was hoping you were looking over.
I need a Shittens.
All right, somebody invent something for Mark.
Mark, that was a very exciting thing. You were buying into the idea.
Yeah, you know, because actually I wasn't thinking so much here in the United States, but places around the world that don't have toilet paper in third world countries, if you can make it disposable and make it really, really cheap, and you've got, you know, a shitting around and you carry it with you, you travel to Mexico, it's safe.
Are the Shittens reversible?
Oh, my God.
So, by the way, Mark, you made your money the old-fashioned way. You say when you were, how young were you when you made the $6 million?
29.
29 years old, because you were doing techie stuff.
Right.
But let me just one more time go over this.
Okay.
You had a company that was broadcasting on the internet.
Right.
Television stuff.
Audio and video. So all the streaming, everything YouTube does, we started that.
You started that.
It was called AudioNet, and we started in 1995.
And when Yahoo bought you,
right,
they gave you $2.5 billion?
No, they gave us $5.7 billion in stock.
Right.
And then, so I got 33% of it or whatever.
Right.
And then
when Yahoo went to about $2.5 billion, you sold everything.
When it went up, I did a hedge, right? They called it one of the top 10 trades all time on Wall Street.
What did you do?
So I got all this stock from Yahoo. And everybody else thought the internet bubble was going to keep on going forever, right? I'm like, there's no way. And so I sold calls, bought puts, so I protected my stock. And so it went up in value some more and went up to where my hedge was and then cashed me out.
I see.
And
so
then the whole market cratered and I was protected.
When you cashed out, Yahoo went up a little bit more, and people said to you, "Oh, aren't you sorry?
Well, exactly
Why
right.
didn't you hold on to it?" And you said, "I've got $2.5 billion.
Well, how much do you need, right? That's exactly.
And you didn't get greedy in a sense.
Not at all.
I mean, you could have kept saying, "I'll stay in another day. I'll stay in another week." And if you had waited just a couple of weeks,
probably about 6 weeks, I would have been fucked.
Like, how badly fucked? You might have lost $1 billion?
Oh, more than that.
More?
Oh, yeah. No, Yahoo went from like $300 to like $5.
The guys, went from what to what?
Like 300 to 5.
Wow, in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, probably over the course of a year, but it would have been impossible to really get out.
Right. And so some of the guys that were in business with you all got stock as well.
Yep.
Did some of them stay in too long and get tanked?
Yeah, I mean, I went to everybody that owned stock in the company. I said, do this.
Get out. I'm getting
Just
out
protect
now.
yourself, right? Protect yourself, right? And some of them did, but a lot of them didn't.
Wow.
They just got caught up, and there's some miserable friends that I have. And employees, like the guys who put in, I was just talking to my partner, Todd Wagner, just the other day, actually. The guys who put in $30,000 ended up with $30 million.
Wow.
And some of our employees who were there right at the beginning that we didn't have a lot of money, we gave them stock, 15, 20, 25 million, and a chunk of them just lost it all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
What is?
killer.
It's almost like you want to just kill yourself if something like that happens.
I couldn't even imagine.
Because you're worth $20 million one day.
And
That's
then
it.
nothing.
It's your ticket to freedom.
Nothing.
And then zero.
Nothing. You're searching
Somebody
for a
takes your
job.
ticket away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you begged these guys. You said, look, even who you were the major stockholder,
Yeah,
right?
I was the largest stockholder by far.
Yeah. You hit $2.5 billion, and you said, hey, if I stay in, maybe I'll have $5 billion.
No, yeah. And I told these guys, come on now, seriously?
After the $2.5 billion, after buying the Mavericks, after blah, 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 what are you worth today now?
Probably more than 3 because I've made some good investments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wowie zowie.
It's crazy.
Look at you. And yet, like the rest of us, you couldn't even get a cold. You haven't figured out how to conquer that.
I haven't conquered a lot of shit, man.
Shit, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's crazy, isn't it? You know?
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one wife. That's it, huh?
Just one.
Prenup?
So far, he didn't get married
when
that
did you get
long
married?
ago.
I got married 10 years ago now.
And you did the prenup, of
Did
course.
the prenup, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, she's amazing, and she knew me before, right?
Right,
And she's
right.
younger, and she's great mom, great wife. Yeah, I'm happy. It's
Yeah, that's what I
incredible.
was going to ask. So when you become a billionaire, how do you know why people are approaching?
You know what? It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was.
Really?
Right.
Because they all say the same thing. All the gold diggers say the thing. I love to travel. I want to do charity work. Right?
She's super hot, your wife?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice.
I'm lucky. Hey, wait, I got to tell you one thing,
Tell me,
right?
yeah.
Shark Tank, right? So I come on as a guest shark, and I'm talking, I'm online, I'm tweeting, right? I'm like, someone says, you know what? Did you know that Howard Stern was tweeting during private parts?
Right.
And I'm like, what a great idea. And I'm like, has anybody done it during a TV show? No.
So do you do that now?
I did it during Shark Tank when I was a guest shark. The ratings, we immediately started trending.
Yeah.
The ratings started going up. Now they're like everybody on television tweets.
I was looking at Twitter when I first got an account. And I said, well, what could I do with this thing? And my movie was playing just coincidentally. And I said to all the followers, hey, I'll tweet some hidden sort of behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And it caught on. People liked that idea.
And I copied you, right?
Good.
And no lie, that had a lot to do with one of the first surges of Shark Tank in the second season.
Was the show a hit right away?
No.
It was not.
No, it was just mediocre, and then they changed up some things and brought me on as a guest shark.
What network are you, ABC?
ABC.
ABC?
Yeah.
And was ABC close to canceling it?
I wasn't on the first season, so I didn't hear all the stories. But they replaced one of the guys and replaced him with me. So something had to change, right?
So do you feel you were the reason, the spark?
Yeah, I think I was part of the spark, absolutely.
Because you're lively on the show.
Yeah,
and
I think I picked up. Yeah, I mean, ABC. Everybody says that I raised the game for everybody else.
You get along with the rest of the judges?
Sometimes, yeah. Most of the time, I do.
Do you think some of them are assholes?
Not so much assholes. It's just, like anything else, when you're there 12-hour days, 20 straight days, 25 straight days, everybody gets annoyed.
Yeah, you can get annoyed with each other.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it weighs you down in a sense if you don't like the other
right.
judges.
So you've got to, so the camera comes on, you got to do your thing,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But then off screen, everybody's everybody.
Are there fights off screen?
No, we pretty much get along. It's more we're smart. We save it for on air, right? So
that's
when we're
good.
pissed at somebody, we save it for on air.
Wow, what a life! You got to see Mark Cuban on Shark Tank.
And I got to plug one thing. I'm doing a cameo tonight on Necessary Roughness, testing my acting skills. I'm not
really.
Yeah.
Now
tonight.
you're an actor.
Yeah. I like to try things, right?
Yeah. Well, you're certainly trying a lot. Don't miss Mark on the season finale of Necessary Roughness.
Yep.
And there you have it. And Richie Wilson just sold him Shittens.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Which we'll be selling in American Airlines Center.
What do you want to know, Ralph? Quickly for Mark Cuban.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Shark Tank is like one of my favorite shows. I think
Thanks,
it's a
Ralph.
great show. And it's funny, one of the things you mentioned tweeting, one of the things I love doing is tweeting during it. It's just fun and it gets you involved.
Yep.
what I love about the show, Howard, is like you learn a lot about business and everything. But like the setup is you go in and you pitch to 4 different people. But Mark, I love you on the show, but what you do sometimes, which I hate, is like you bully people into a quick decision. Okay,
Hell yeah!
Because it's television, you got to.
I want to hear them pitch to everybody. That's why I'm going in there. I want to hear what Barbara's going to say.
Well, I want to win, right? I want to. If it's a good deal, I want to get the deal. I don't give a damn what Barbara or one of the other sharks has to say. So when someone comes in with a great company, then I've got to have my strategy to win the deal.
Right.
And that's part of it, learning how to negotiate.
All right,
yeah.
Ralph.
Well, you do learn a lot, and Tim made a classic mistake. He came in and overvalued his company. He wanted $1 million for that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Ralphie boy. I know Ralph will be pitching you very soon.
I'm sure he will.
Very soon, Mark.
As soon as he comes up with something like shit. All right, Mike, go ahead. Quickly, last question for Mark. He's got a very busy life. He can't sit here with you all day. Go ahead, Mike. Mike's gone.
Good job, Mike.
All right. Enough with Mike. All right, I'll let you out of here. Great having you here.
Oh, man, I loved it, Howard. Hopefully you'll have me back.
And you are the man.
No, you're the man.
I mean, you're laughing, you're smiling, you're having a good time. And you prove that money can make you happy.
Hey, we're the luckiest guys in the world.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck is right.
Do you ever yell at your father and say, look how easy it is to make money? What the fuck was wrong
with you,
no,
Dad?
My dad, I just say, wherever you want to go, yes.
Where did are your parents both alive?
Yes.
Do they work?
No, not anymore.
Did you retire them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad used to do upholstery on cars, so if you had like a rip in your car seat, you took it to my dad.
And what does it mean to retire them? You just gave them a bunch of dough and said, go enjoy your life?
No, he's got a credit card. He just goes wherever he wants.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. He's 86. He's still a party machine. Like, he's in Miami right now, and if you call him and it's 8 o'clock, he's drinking wine and loving life. But, he told me the best line ever. He said, today's the youngest you're ever going to be. Live like it.
Did he ever? Is he divorced from your mom?
No.
They're together.
Sometimes, yeah. My mom likes to stay in Pittsburgh and go golf.
Kidding.
And my dad likes to travel.
So they dislike each other and
what?
They get along. They just do their own thing.
They
right?
live their separate lives.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
They're not going to get divorced.
Right.
They stay
exactly.
together.
Yeah.
Right. They're staying together for the sake of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the children.
For the sake of the checkbook. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Do you ever say, why didn't you two get a divorce and go just hang out?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You don't get involved.
No. He's 86 years old. Whatever he wants to do.
Do you ever say to your dad, hey, you spent a little too much money on the credit card? Never.
Do you think he's buying women with his credit card?
I hope so.
Is he respectful of the credit card, though? I mean, you don't see like a yacht.
He's a depression baby, right? So he's like, he freaks out. My mom the same way.
If your parents do get a divorce, which one will you go with? Which one will you
Yeah, I'd probably live with my dad because he's buying those hot women, right?
You're a great advertisement for having children. I mean, you've retired both your parents and they both have credit cards, right?
They put up with me all those years. They earned
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do for your parents.
Of course.
You got brothers and sisters?
2 younger, and they both work for me.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And what do they make, $1 million a year?
No. They actually have to work for their money.
No kidding. What do they do for you?
My one brother manages my foundation,
Nice.
and my youngest brother is in sales for Magnolia Pictures and Access TV.
What does it mean to manage your foundation? What is that?
He does one foundation. It's called the Fallen Patriot Fund, and so I put up money when soldiers or service people who were injured or have problems coming back from any of the wars that we're in. Sometimes there's certain care they don't get, so I just put up the money for it.
And what does he do? He makes sure that the money goes to the right place?
He goes through the applications and makes sure we pay off their bills or do whatever they need. Yeah.
Is that a big job? I mean,
yeah,
it
is, because we don't go out and raise money for it. I just pay for it all myself. And
what does that cost you a year?
I don't even know.
That's a beautiful thing you're doing.
Yeah, it's just the right thing to do.
People go fuck themselves if they criticize you.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But I don't go out and promote it or anything.
You a letter
yeah, I don't go out and promote it. Yeah.
No, okay, I understand. You're quiet about it.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Cuban, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Howard.
doing that for soldiers. That's beautiful. We'll be back right after these words. The great Mark Cuban. We'll be back right after this.
Tim. A bit of a fail today, Tim.
No, not a fail. Not a fail. That's just a bigger challenge. Watch this work.
You attempted to make lemonade, so to speak, out of a very
chicken
sour
shit
situation.
out of chicken salad, or chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Have you officially let this incident go now that Mark has not endorsed your idea?
It's a bigger challenge now. Now it's a bigger challenge. Now watch this work.
Does this stem from the, all the flack you took for your unfortunate incident a few months ago? Are you trying to retool your image? Is this what this is about?
No, this is about taking advantage of an unfortunate situation.
Strictly capitalism.
Exactly.
Okay.
I quit.
Not green lit, but
it's a yellow light.
Exactly.
It's a yellow light. They didn't turn it down, and a multi-billionaire loved this idea.
Let me get a look at your shittens.
This is shittens.
Let me see.
See? And I basically sewed together 2 baby wipes in the form of a mitten. And it's super clean, it's biodegradable, and it's, I think, the perfect product for women who have children, or if you have butt problems, this is the perfect product.
And even on an unseasonably cold day, you can throw them on.
Exactly.
And they're warm.
If you're in the woods, you got to take a shit when you're camping, pop on a shittin', wipe, throw it away, and your hands are clean.
What if you don't want to touch the subway rail handle?
Exactly.
For a germaphobe?
If you have to touch a Whack Pack member,
right,
you wear your shittens
and clean their hands at the same time.
The one thing I have to work on is the name. That's it. I have to think of something else besides shittens, but there's something there.
And some logistics, like distribution and manufacturing.
Exactly. Look, you can get let's just say if some celebrities can get clothing lines made in these third world countries, I can certainly get this made. Shittens.
I like it.
Next time you see me, I'll be a wealthy man.
Will you remember us?
No. I'll remember you every time I wipe my ass.
Mark, a couple of, shall we say, interesting ideas or prototypes going on today.
Yeah, it was definitely Shark Tank and the Stern Show. Shittens, I mean, I think everybody needs one. I can tell when it's a hero or a zero, like Lori on the show says, and that was a hero. I mean, all across the world, no one will wipe their ass with a bare hand ever again. No one will ever wipe the baby's ass with a bare hand ever again. No more fecal matter anywhere. It'll be huge. Thank you. Now, the dude who brought me the idea, he was worthless. worthless.
Just think, if you go hunting, that's the perfect thing for hunters. Wipe your ass, you have to use a leaf anymore, nothing. Wipe your ass and you're good.
Leaf-free pooping.
Exactly.
Who knew? No, it actually wasn't a bad idea. You should just see if there's anything out there like it.
There is stuff like it, but for computer wipes, nothing for the skin.
Well, yeah, seriously. I mean,
it's just one little change.
And here people, it'll be tough to get them to change habits, but I mean, just like for dads who don't know how to, change diapers, the dad protector or something like that.
Exactly.
It's not a. I mean, I don't know what the competition is, but it's not a horrible idea.
They said the same thing about Post-it. Who thought about putting glue on the back of a piece of paper, on the back of a notepad? And I'm just reinventing the wheel.
Why not, right? Why not check it out? And then apply to be on Shark Tank. Seriously. You should.
I will. I'll do it.
Hey, it's Mr. Skin. I'm here to do my 14th annual Anatomy Awards. I can't believe it's been 14 years, but I got to tell you, the list this year is fantastic, and I'm really excited to talk to Howard.
Wow, 14 years.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I've been doing this for 14 years is one thing. The fact that it's so much fun is another, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this. But really looking forward to seeing Howard today.
Well, we look forward to it, Mr. Skin. I like to say personally, I feel like a kid again, like I was an 18-year-old first discovering your website.
Well, cool. Well, you're going to discover some really cool nudity today, because I don't think you know a lot about these scenes, so it should be a lot of fun.
Very skinformative. I tried to think of a new word before you came in today.
Skintastic, skinformative.
Existential.
I've never used that one, and probably never will.
That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck in there today.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Howard, I've never seen a guy run a website better, and I'll tell you why in a second. He sends out an email. I get an email from him every other day. He does, it'll be like Mr. Skin's best cheerleader scenes. Mr. Skin's best, like he just groups them in, and sometimes I go, that looks interesting, and I click on it, but he, and then when you go to the site, it's really well put together. Like when you go there, it's easy to navigate. I told Don when we were putting our site together that they should look at it as a model for the way you can move from A to B to C.
Yeah.
It's really well run, and I love looking at it. Great job.
Mr. Skin's here. He's going to give us a nice little update. The Skinatomy Awards are coming up. And this is the 14th annual Anatomy Awards. And Mr. Skin's a great guy. He says business is up 25% when other companies are down. I wonder if Mr. Skin will ever go public.
Is it like a depression kind of business? The worse things get, the better his business is?
Mr. Skin, in a world where pornography is actually hurting because so much of it is free on the internet, how is it that you're thriving, really? What's going on?
I think it's a combination of things. It's how we package it, too, You could find nudity of actresses on the internet, but we have fun with it. We have playlists. We have compilation stuff.
When you say business is up 25% at MrSkin.com, you mean that it's a subscription business. Your annual report came out. And
do they have an annual report?
At our shareholder meeting.
Will you ever go public?
Pubic? Well, we will always stay private, and that's the way it's going to be. I mean, we can't go public, obviously.
Why? Why can't you?
It's too
silly?
It's too much work, to be honest. This is so much fun. I don't want to get into trying to
But you're not afraid of work. In fact, Gary has said to me privately that he thinks MrSkin.com is the best-run website he's ever seen. He says he gets regular email blasts about, like I don't know what he was saying. Something new came out.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's in a movie and the chick's naked, and you immediately get him an email blast, and this is for all your customers. They get updated. I got to get on this website. And he says,
how are you behind?
I don't know. And then he says, I don't know why I can't get my website. Would you be available to run my website? Because seriously, he says, then you go on and it's so easy to find everything.
Right.
And that you immediately, take a drink of water. You're all dry mouth. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. It's probably from being a pervert.
And
nervous.
And the light is on.
It's probably from coming out of your basement.
I'm not used to the light.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50.
I mean,
what?
Jesus Christ.
And you're still a perv.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy who literally started a business. How many years ago?
It wasn't a business.
I launched it on August 10th of 1999.
He launched the business in 1999, and he was basically taking clips from movies and saying, "Here's the good parts."
Yeah.
Well,
you were saying,
parts.
What Gary was saying. We really I have an amazing team that works for me. I mean, I have guys whose full-time job is just to go through movies and look for nude scenes, or go through TV shows and look for nude scenes. Plus the technology people, the customer service. They love the job, and it shows obviously with
how
the
many
website.
people
What kind of customer service?
Yeah, how many people are in your customer service department?
We have 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
and what
kidding.
do they do? What do people
we get
call about?
we get 9 million visitors a month to the website.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and that hits, Howard. People, 1, 2,
Yeah.
it's a lot of people, and
Yeah.
you need to be able, if someone has a problem, an issue, they can't figure out, they forgot their password, you have to right away be able to.
And you don't outsource that to India? Like, I know, hello, this is MrSkin.com. What can I do for you?
I have my sister's one of the customer service people.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Would we ever see her nude?
I don't think so. Yeah, she's
what
got
is it,
little
Gary?
kids.
There's not a subject or category that he can't narrowcast. Like, I'll get an email the other day. It was just best scenes with teachers, right? So it's like teacher-student scenes. So, and then there's like 30 of them in a row.
Right.
But then they start to, I can't remember what you've done recently, but they just get, best cheerleaders, best black cheerleaders. It's just like he just keeps, and then, so if I see something, I just click it and I open it.
Howard, I was, for some reason, I needed to find nude scenes with monks.
Right.
I searched our database for the word monk and pulled up every nude scene in the history of film with a monk in the scene. So we could do it. That's how good.
How many did you find?
Like 13.
And why did you need to find that?
I can't remember. We were doing some little project in the office, and I pulled up every monk nude scene.
I wonder what that project was. But, okay, let me just first tell my audience, before you get to the Anatomy Awards, which is a big deal. By the way, this year, the Anatomy Awards, I see you have a sponsor, Fleshlight.
This is huge. I mean, a big sponsor. This Fleshlight, they're the #1 male sex toy in the world. Do you know those things where they make the molds of the porn stars' vaginas, and there's a case, and the guys, put it in.
Right.
And they are doing, they did a huge sponsorship for this Anatomy Awards. I've never had a big sponsor, so very proud to have.
It's your Pepsi moment.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's you look at the big smile on your face, like you accomplished something.
Well,
big.
I mean, I
It's
always
a
just
fucking piece of rubber guys stick their dicks in.
Yeah, you should be very sad for those human beings.
They're doing an Alexis, Texas mold that's going to be branded a Mr. Skin on the casing, so I'm very proud of that.
Is Mr. Skin a Fleshlight user?
No, I have never used it, but I've learned a lot about it in the last couple of weeks since
By the
they
way,
came
you
on.
realize it's the shape of a flashlight, but there's a rubber vagina.
Right.
Yes, I do. They've sold.
Why do they put it on a flashlight? I mean, do you understand that?
So you can't be embarrassed when you just see it sitting out?
Well, I'll tell you what.
There's no way not to be embarrassed.
They've sold almost 5 million of these things. I had no idea. It's
why?
crazy.
But in other words, when I understand a guy wants a fake rubber vagina to put his penis in. I've tried it myself. Not the fleshlight, but I've tried a fake vagina. I don't find it pleasurable. But why the invention of a flashlight with a vagina on it? I mean, the two don't seem to go. Like, why not a broom or a
well, I
telephone?
think you could carry it around. It's easy to.
But why? Does the flashlight actually work? Can you turn it on as a flashlight?
Yeah, can you fix your car and look for things with it too?
I mean, like, why that combination?
I don't know. All I know is these guys just sold 5 million, so they know what they're doing. That's really all I could tell you.
I'm picturing like a terrible disaster, and I accidentally grab my flashlight.
Yeah, there's a blackout.
And my kids see it. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let me get this right. A couple of quick things before you get to the Anatomy Awards, because I have limited time with you and it's important stuff. A couple of announcements you make on your website. January Jones, who I think is beautiful.
Yes.
Will be getting naked in a movie called Sweet Water.
Yes, it's my Skin Scouts were at the Sundance Film Festival and saw this movie, and guys have been asking me about January Jones forever.
And she's never been nude before.
She had a brief down blouse scene, nothing good, but this is a full-on shot, and she looks fantastic.
Wow.
Betty Draper from Mad Men.
She's in the scene as well?
No.
That's who January Jones
January Jones is Betty Draper from Mad Men.
I don't watch Mad Men. I see. So she is going to be in a nude scene, and you send guys out to these film festivals so that they're prepared to see what's coming up down the line.
Yeah, and now this movie hasn't even hit theaters, and we already know she's going to be naked. We also found Dakota Fanning naked in a movie.
Whoa! I mean, how old is she?
Yeah, she's 19.
Oh my God!
It's called Very Good Girls, and she's running down the beach showing butt. So
just butt.
Well,
tell people the rumor about Dakota Fanning's butt scene.
Well, the rumor is it's CGI. Now, I haven't seen it because it hasn't even come out in theaters.
So are you claiming it's not even her ass?
There's rumors that they CGI'd it. So.
How is that impacting your business? Because at one time you had to go around making sure it was the actress in question who was in the nude scene by looking at the cuts.
Well, if you find out that it's not that person, will you?
Then we call it non-nude.
You do?
Yeah, it's like a body double.
In other words, Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, you would not put on your website because we're really not looking at Julia Roberts.
Well, actually, except at the 1 hour and 35-minute mark, through the bed railing, you could see breasts for a brief second. But that was her, yes.
Wow. How do you know that?
It's what I do for a living, Howard.
It's provable that that's her breast?
That definitely was her. Because you saw the face with the body in the scene, and they didn't have CGI back then.
And I guess it's a big deal because we think of Dakota Fanning as a young lady, and now all of a sudden...
That was a big one. I'd get over the last, 15 years, when are the Olsen twins going to get naked? Or when is Dakota Fanning going to do a nude scene?
So it's a happy day. We're finally at that day where Dakota Fanning
When Dakota Fanning starts getting naked,
all hell's breaking loose, right?
Have you taken... what about dead people? Have you taken Mindy McCready off Mr. Skin out of respect for her suicide?
Was she ever on
No,
Mr.
she wasn't on. She's not in movies and TV
she's
naked.
Not?
No.
Are there people like
Marilyn Monroe's on there? I mean, you have dead.
Well, Marilyn Monroe. I mean,
and Mr. Skin is the perfect person to ask. Then, what is the time period by which you should not be having or masturbating to a person once they've died? What is the standard
because
there?
I have the Mindy McCready video, and I'm still jerking off to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't say. That's a tough one.
You know what's amazing about it? This Mindy McCready is a country star, and I guess there was she had made a private sex tape, and it ended up on the web. And then the company announced they were taking it down for a few days because, out of respect. If you really wanted to have respect, it was
you would never have released it.
Why would you? Why all of a sudden get a conscience because she died? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, like Brittany Murphy. Did she ever do any nudity?
No, but she. She died. She's still, she's done some sexy things that we have at the website. But
is it all right to masturbate to her, or is it?
It's been a while now.
Yeah, I think she's been dead long enough, right?
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for saying it's okay to go back to the masturbation. Letterman tells us when it's okay to go back to laughing again, and you tell us when it's okay to go back to masturbation. You also say that the number one TV show in the world for great nudity is what? And I think Robin is a fan of this show.
Magic City is great. That's a fantastic one.
I don't watch that one yet.
No, I thought Banshee is the one.
Well, yes, that's a new one. And Banshee's a show on Cinemax. Cinemax is now doing original programming.
Yes.
Howard, in the pilot episode, this girl named Ivana Milicevic was in bed with a guy. The guy literally had his face in vagina in the very first episode.
Wow.
And it was just one of the most amazing nude scenes I've ever seen on television.
Do you see vagina?
What an auspicious
No, because his head's
opening.
in the way. But it was
his head is in the way.
You can't fake it. It wasn't he was in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was an amazing scene.
So is that scene up on Mr. Skin?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Banshee is a show we should be watching. For
yes,
nudity.
It's a new show on Cinemax on Friday night.
It's also a good show.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, it's got Amish people.
All right, let's get to some of the Anatomy Awards. This is what people wait for. We are talking to Mr. Skin, the Anatomy Awards, very exciting. And you can check out Mr. Skin's 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. That's where you not only see the Anatomy Awards, but you can see the actual clips that he's talking about. All right, let's go through the list real quick. Nudecomer of the Year.
Yeah, now this girl is Ashley Hinshaw in a movie called About Cherry.
Right.
And she's a, Howard, you'd love this girl. She's a former Abercrombie & Fitch model.
There she is.
Yeah, and a nudecomer, our definition is someone that wasn't famous but does a great nude scene and becomes famous because of it. And Ashley Hinshaw is the winner this year. And like I
those
said,
are real breasts.
Oh,
Surprised.
yeah.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know her either. Aren't her areolas too big to be nude comer of the year?
No, I think they're
That's
perfect.
never a problem.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Seems
yeah.
like a problem to me.
Yeah, she plays a girl from a broken home who has to move to San Francisco to enter the porn industry. So it's a great movie.
Wow.
Let's go to celebrity nude debut.
Now, the difference here is this is someone who was famous that had never been naked and got naked for the first time in 2012. And the winner this year is Nadine Velasquez, who you might know from the TV series My Name is Earl. She plays Catalina. She's on an FX show called The League. She did that movie Flight with Denzel Washington.
Now, let's talk about this. Flight. Gary says this is one of the hottest nude scenes he's ever seen. Denzel Washington.
That love scene.
In the opening scene, when he's on the phone and she's just walking around completely naked, and it is really an amazing scene. A great nude debut, because guys have been waiting for Nadine Velasquez to do a nude scene.
All right,
and she was really naked.
Now, you say most muftastic merkin, Gina Gershon.
You know, merkins are getting really big on TV, because you got all these old shows like Boardwalk Empire and Spartacus and Game of Thrones, where these girls have to do full frontal nudity, but no actress has full muff anymore, right?
Right.
So the guy who's got selling merkins is making a killing.
So, in other words, these are girls with fake pubic hair.
Yes.
And you give it to Gina Gershon and Killer
Howard,
Joe.
this movie's so disturbing, Howard. There's a scene in this movie where Gina Gershon has like a bloody nose.
Right.
And Matthew McConaughey she's on her knees. He has a chicken leg sticking out of his zipper, and she's giving oral to the chicken leg.
I've seen the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was
oh
a
my
good movie.
God,
I saw it too.
Yeah. That was so disturbing I couldn't even put it in the Anatomy
It disturbed
Awards.
Mr. Skin.
And Gina looking good. I mean, she's no spring chicken anymore, right? How old is she now?
She's up there close, probably like 47, 48.
Wow, looking terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to a couple of best full frontal. I was surprised to see who won this one this year.
Who got the nod?
There was a movie that came out in theaters in June called Take This Waltz.
Right.
And your friends Sarah Silverman and Michelle Williams are standing completely nude in the shower. And Howard, it's rare for an actor. Usually you start with maybe a nip slip or a little brief breast exposure. Full frontage in the shower.
Yeah, Sarah's really naked, and so is Michelle Williams. My goodness. Okay, let's see. Now, I happen to agree with you. Best over 40 nude scene. You gave this
good.
to...
You saw this?
I sure did. It's a movie called The Sessions.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And you gave it to Helen Hunt. I thought she was terrific in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's not winning some sort of awards.
It seems she's being overlooked.
She's nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, but she never wins at the Golden Globes or anything like this. She's so fucking naked in this, and I was shocked how good she looked.
Howard, she's 49. Look at how good she looks. Yeah.
Now go to this category. Best chick with a dick. What is that?
Oh, my God. Yes. Chloe Sevigny is... on a TV series called Hit and Miss in the UK. Now, she's the girl that did Brown Bunny with the blowjob with Vincent Gallo.
Right.
She plays a tranny assassin.
Yeah.
And she's crazy. Like, she does the weirdest nude scenes. And in that's her real breast.
So she's a real girl playing a guy with a dick.
You got it.
Very good.
Well, what are the trannies going to do now that women are taking their role?
And finally, the Lifetime Skin Achievement Award. Now, what does that mean, Lifetime Skin Achievement?
Every year we honor an actress who, probably won't be naked anymore. And this year there was a girl that I... watching cable TV in the 70s and 80s, always was a big fan of, and that's Sylvia Christel. Well, she died in 2012. She was only 60 years old.
The story of O.
Remember Emmanuel and
yeah.
Private Lessons in Private School.
She's hot.
Yeah, she
It
is.
wasn't the story of O. It was Emmanuel. Okay.
Yeah, so we did gave her a Lifetime Skin Achievement Award this year, Howard. She's probably very proud.
Do you have an actual award ceremony, or is it just like, or you guys, just a bunch of you guys perving out in the basement?
Mostly us guys perving out in the basement.
Yeah, people would be throwing the awards at them.
Rick, you're on with Mr. Skin quickly. He's very busy.
Thanks, thing, Mr. Skin, I hear there's a rumor Mila Kunis is going to be nude in an upcoming movie. And would you consider Emma Watson to be probably the one most anticipated person to get nude
The
now?
Harry Potter girl?
I think she grew up really
You know
hot.
who's the #1 girl that guys want to see naked, and I can prove it because I know how many page views she gets at our website? Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
She has big breasts.
Go ahead.
She's never done a nude scene. She had a nip slip in a movie called The Tuxedo at the 1 hour, 1 minute, and 40-second mark, but that's it. And I think it's because she's always on those made-for-TV movies. Guys have been tracking her.
Isn't she too much of a goody two-shoes to do a nude scene?
Well, she's on that show, The Client List, where she just gives massages followed by hand jobs. But it's on that what channel is that on? It's
Lifetime.
Lifetime,
And she doesn't get naked?
Well, she's like in bra and panties every week. I know, but that's why she's a tease. She just hasn't.
So
been
she's not
naked.
really committed as an actress, because any girl who would give a tug to a guy in a massage room is going to have her top off. And if she was really going to be an actress, she'd have that fucking top off, right?
Exactly, but I could tell. I know guys want to see her do a nude scene. He was saying about Mila Kunis.
He's also been X-rayed too, so you can see those nipples. They're out there on the internet.
What do you mean?
X-ray.
You know how they'll take a black. Say you wear a black shirt, you can go into Photoshop, X-ray it, and boom, you're pretty much you're seeing it naked.
And you're calling me a perv, Howard?
This guy. I think this guy's auditioning for a job right now. By the way, it's rumored that Mila Kunis is going to be in 50 Shades of Grey. She'd have to be naked in that if she's going to get the job.
I'm hoping that happens, but we don't know yet. So we'll see.
I smell subscriptions going up if she's nude, right?
And
she's another one guys ask me all the time. I mean, in that movie Friends with Benefits, it was a body double, and she has such a great body, you'd think she'd show it, but we'll see.
So
what about Kristen Stewart? Because I heard that her nude scenes were leaking.
Well, she's in the movie called On the Road, based on the Jack Kerouac book, and she's in the back seat of a car, and you could see breasts, and it was her nude debut, which is exciting because guys, she's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
And it was exciting that she did her nudity this year. So, yeah, she's been naked. So another one bites the dust, Howard.
It's really hard to look at you sometimes. All right, listen. Congratulations, Mr. Skin.
Thanks, Howard.
Mr. Skin and the Anatomy Awards, of course. You can check the 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. This is a very accomplished man. Gary says he has the best run website on the internet.
And that means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Your fans are many, Mr. Skin, and thank you for providing this service. A lot of guys love it. And congratulations on your biggest year ever.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. Thanks for having me again.
And the fact that he had a sponsor.
Oh, the Fleshlight. Yeah, way to go.
Fleshlight came through. That's really cool.
Next year, Coke and Pepsi. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Mr. Skin.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mr. Skin.